ready for me to call this name, or you to call this name a lot, really, a kid named Solomon Lyle. How about this, Barry? 6'2", 205-pound linebacker, 85 tackles on the season. He is called 7A impact player. Whenever you look at all different 7A type things on Twitter, they say that he is an absolute impact player. And Austin Peay offering this young man, if he was about 3 or 4 inches taller, 20 more pounds heavier, you're talking about Alabama and Auburn. But he got an offer from Austin Peay earlier in the week. And then also Achilles Woods. Listen for him coming off the tackle. And Barry, what about this? A 6'4", 250-pound defensive tackle that can absolutely fly. UAB, Southern Illinois, Memphis, and South Alabama all came to the party. And then last week or 2 weeks ago, who came in late? Jacksonville State University. This man committed to Jacksonville State 2 weeks ago. Once again, Albertville team is really going to be up for a big, strong, stiff test tonight. Can they pull it off? With a little bit of breaks and some things here and there, yes, but it would be one of those United States Soviet Union type upsets here on the road. But Austin, just from what I'm saying, Barry, absolutely loaded.
Austin has won the toss of the coin. They have deferred to the second half. Aggie captains, you got 42, Brian Castro, number 8, Elijah Felix, number 0, X. Talked to Xavier Wednesday. He wants to go by X, and as big as he is, we'll call you X.
Yeah, we'll call you what you want, big boy.
So does that make him the X factor?
I guess so. And number 20, Hunter Bowman, is the other Aggie captain. Aggies with their red cleats, their red pants, their white jerseys with the black numerals, their white helmets with the red Aggie logo on it, and Austin coming out in their gray trousers, their orange jerseys, gray numbers. It's like a kind of a combination of what Tennessee wears from time to time.
Yeah,
every now and again,
especially in October when they do that smoke gray. So yeah, definitely those pants
and their black helmets.
Oh, we got a little smoke show going on down
there.
Yeah,
we
guys.
do.
Yeah, and
when
you say Alabama, I mean Albertville looks like away Texas Tech.
Right.
Yeah.
And Austin taking the field, coming out of their tiny bear tunnel. Aggies across the way. This homecoming tonight, by the way, here in Austin.
Yeah, we've crowned yet another homecoming queen here, guys.
I tell you, it's a beautiful campus here. Looking around behind us, they've got the track. They've got to our left. We've got the new baseball fields they're building. To my right in the distance, John, I can see some fog, I think, moving in. So you might want to take a little heads up there.
Just saying. If y'all don't hear me in the third quarter, it's those zombie pirates that come out here in that fog, I'm telling you.
One thing to look at tonight, we'll have a new kicker for Albertville. So I believe, man, C.J. Zuniga does it all, doesn't he?
Zuniga is going to be the quarterback, he's going to be the kicker, and he's going to be the punter. So he's a jack of all trades, and I guess a master of a couple too.
And I think C.J. Zuniga ends up becoming the kicker and the punter based off of what you said a few moments ago. Some folks didn't make the travel squad, and just so happens that happened to be one of them that didn't make the travel squad. But you and I were watching during warm-ups. Seemed like CJ's kind of embraced that role and said, I'll just be Mr. Everything back here.
Thing is, if he had his license, he'll be able to drive the bus back home. But being an 8th grader, he don't have that yet.
You know the young man can drive a stick shift already. He can do it all. So excited to see him. I'd love to see him line up on about the 20 and kick a field goal.
All right, Hardaway. If we'd had a player of the week last week, he would have been the man. And we're glad to say thanks to the High School Athletics Association, getting together, using their brains, and giving us a chance to actually give out awards, John, for Player of the Week and Student Athlete of the Week.
Yeah, speaking of Student Athlete of the Week, Barry, before we get started, the Power 107.5 Student Athlete of the Week. Remember, stay in school, guys. Don't you not be a power player. That one going to Titus Fritz. Titus Fritz, I believe, is a 9th grader, is he not?
He's a 10th grader, I think.
10th grader.
So congratulations to Titus. We'll have a player of the game at the end of the game when we are set to go. Hard to believe week 5 underway. High kick, deep kick. Hardaway's got it. 10-yard line to the 15, to the 20, up the middle, 25, 30, 35 to the 40. Sidesteps the kicker, 40, 35, stops, cuts back, 30 to the 25, to the 20.
What a block.
Block in the back, 10 to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Albertville.
Wow.
No flags are down. Emmanuel Hardaway returns it roughly about, 95 yards for a touchdown.
Absolutely great kick down the middle, and Albertville had a middle return set up. He goes right down the middle, kind of slow playing it, watching his blocks, and Barry at about the 32-yard line explodes through a hole, gets all the way to the Austin 30-yard line. Austin players begin to catch up with him, slams on the brakes, lets them run by, and then he picks up some more blockers, goes down the far boundary, and from the 2-yard line dives in and hits the pylon. What about that on about a 93-yard kickoff return, and Albertville strikes first blood on the road.
So now for the point after, C.J. Zuniga will kick. That's one of the best returns, honestly, I've ever seen. He made about 5 or 6 different cuts. The kick in the air, and it's good. C.J. Zuniga
is good.
So for the first time, I think, all year, the Aggies have the lead. 11:43 to go in the first. Aggies up 7-0. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
You walk in the door, it's a hometown atmosphere, just a great place to purchase a vehicle.
We're going to do what we say we're going to do.
I've been a customer for over 8 years and I love it.
The customer can relax and feel like that there's no pressure.
We've had a very good experience.
I will come back here to buy whatever cars that we are going to buy in the future.
We don't try to steer you in a different direction.
For us, we don't need to go anywhere else.
We want everyone that walk in that feel like they're at home, that they're part of our family. Because at Sand Mountain Toyota, we are more than a dealership.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Pliers.
Pliers.
Phone. Care can be distracting.
Phone.
That's why our new Whirlpool Smart Range lets you care smarter with control from anywhere. So life doesn't revolve around your range.
Give me that Phillips screwdriver, would you, kiddo?
Every day, care. Whirlpool.
Your local source for Whirlpool products and service is Bonds Appliance in Gunnersville.
Season Aggies have the lead. No scoring drive, but how about that touchdown return?
Yeah, what about this? Once again, kickoff return, 93 yards. Hardaway takes it all the way to the house. Great blocking in the middle, down the far boundary. Dives into the end zone. C.J. Zuniga, extra point up and good. And your Aggies have their first lead of the season, Barry, 7-0.
Gilbert and ball forward, where Fords really do cost less in Albertville. Emmanuel Hardaway, he's gotten better and better each week. And talk about the confidence on a return like that.
Yeah, and we've been talking about it the last couple of weeks. He's, like you said, he's gotten better. He's gotten better. He's gotten better. And we've talking about it off air. Hey, he's going to take one before too long. And, guys, when's the last time we've had a kickoff return for a touchdown? I can't remember one in the last couple of years.
We've got to go back a ways.
But and I talked about him in pregame. He's been doing a really good job with kick returns and on defense.
So now the Aggies will kick. C.J. Zuniga, the left-footed kicker. High kick is going to go out of bounds, so we'll give them the ball on the 35. I'll take that. And there comes the flag down, of course. So they'll start on the 35-yard line. First down, Austin.
Well, we didn't give them the opportunity to run one back right there. Don't hate that at all, because I'm telling you, these guys are athletic. You know, the return guys are just as athletic as Emmanuel, if not more so. So I like the start right here, guys. 7-0 Aggies.
Austin's thinking was, we've won the toss, let's give the ball to Albertville first. We'll stop them on 3 plays and get the ball. No, you got to tackle somebody on the kickoff first.
You did, and what we talked about, Hardaway, he gets one cut, he's gone. Great blocking on the return by the Aggies, and then like John said, he got down here about the 35, put the brakes on, and just made about 3 moves and got in the end zone.
Judd Bailey, the quarterback, backfield, Gavin Fuqua, the junior. Bailey, the gun, turns, fakes the handoff, throws right side, got his man wide open, nobody there. 40, midfield to the 35-30. Was that Hunter Smith? There's a I think it's going to be a horse collar. Got him from behind by the back of the jersey. He made the tackle, but he just had to reach out and try to grab something.
Yeah, that's about all he could do, Barry. Slot receiver on the far side, Kenneth Joshua. Quarterback comes up, slings it out there in the flat. Outside receiver does a great job blocking the cornerback. Hunter Smith just a little bit late coming over from his safety position. Had absolutely no choice but to pull him down in the horse collar tackle. So you're going to tack on 15 extra yards, but Hunter Smith saved a one-play touchdown for Austin.
Sure did. Somebody blowing coverage on the right-hand side. So Austin, they move it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Early first quarter, Aggies on top 7-0. Well, actually, now they're walking off the penalty. So it goes from what would have been the 28-yard line, half the distance, to about the 14-yard line.
Excuse me, it was horse collar.
Well, it's not half the distance. They're going to move it to the, yeah, it is the 14-yard line. So there we go. So 14-yard line, that's where Austin will pick it up. Second play of the game for Austin. The snap, quick pass, throws into the end zone, wide open. Where was the defense? The receiver, nobody within 10, 15 feet. Easy touchdown, Austin.
Fakes the underneath handoff. The same wide receiver that lined up in the slot on the other side lines up in the slot here along the near boundary. They fake the underneath handoff to Fuqua. Remember, I told you he's one of those explosive running backs. Linebacker gets caught looking in the backfield, and all of a sudden, there goes number 32, Kenneth Joshua, running right past him into the end zone, wide open touchdown.
Now for the point after, trying to tie this thing up. So within 31 seconds, we have 14 points. The extra point is up. It is good. And we'll take a timeout. A lot of offense, 11:29 to go in the first. We are tied at 7. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Everything that we do, we try to do the right thing, you know, on our core values and in our statement of purpose. That's the way we live each day.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Natural gas appliances from your Marshall County Gas District gives your home the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. And you can get great rebates on brand new natural gas appliances. Gas furnace, a $1,000 rebate. Tankless water heaters, $300. Clothes dryer or gas lights, $200. Cooktop range, $100. Plus $50 back on lights, grill, logs, and wall heaters. Call your Marshall County Gas office for more details. With locations in Arab, Albertville, and Guntersville. Or call toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford scoring drive.
Took them 2 plays to be able to tie the game up. Bailey to Joshua on a 14-yard touchdown strike. Extra point up and good that capped off a 2-play, 65-yard drive. And now the Austin fans here thinking a little bit better about homecoming as it's all knotted up at 7-all.
Gilbert and Ball Ford, but Fords really do cost less in Albertville.
For the Aggies.
It's a crazy night already. It's got a text saying Arab took a 97-yard fumble recovery back for a touchdown. So we've had a kick return here for a touchdown. Arab has a 97-yard fumble return. Austin will kick off again. They're going to kick it away from Hardaway. Back deep, the other Aggie, that's Cooper Scott. Scott to the 15. They will drag him down at the 15-yard line. Yeah, they looked to see where number 5 was, Hardaway, who just returned one 95 yards last time. So they go to the other side, and Cooper Scott down at about the 15-yard line.
Boy, and a great job by their kicker. And we talked about this young man's going to be playing on Saturdays next year. Does a great job of putting that ball kind of down into the coffin corner about the 5-yard line. Cooper Scott can't sit there. He's got to come up and make a play. And credit that young man for making a catch at the 5 and then getting north and south, getting what he could get to get to the 15-yard line. Barry, that at least keeps our offense out of the shadow of their own goalpost.
So 15-yard line. Revolt could have Dez back this week. He's a wide right side. Zuniga out of the gun. X is beside him. Xavier Havis. The snap, low snap. Zuniga, quick pass throws. Revolt's got it. 15 looks for a block. Nice move. 20-21. He was tripped up. Had they not got a hand on his ankle there, John, he had about 20 more yards.
Well, and Revolt may have actually been able to hit the near boundary and take it all the way to the house. Great job blocking by Cooper Scott. And I believe you also had number 5 out here, Manuel Hardaway. Great block. Dez able to split the gap north and south, gain of about 8. That is a great first down play coming out of the first offensive play of the game for Albertville.
23-yard line, 2nd down and 2. Early first quarter, tied at 7. Looks like X lining up at maybe the Wildcat. Nope, there it is. That's Zuniga. X to his left. Right. Oh, here comes Austin across the line. So they're going to give the Aggies a first down.
Absolutely. We talked about Achilles Wood during the pregame, and he is one of those big impact, forceful players on defense and is very aggressive, going to play on Saturdays. And what does C.J. Zuniga do? Comes up, sees him walking toward the line, goes with a hard count, and gets a free 5 yards and moves the chains for the Aggies.
So first down, 28-yard line. Aggies with a new set of downs. Zuniga looks, quick pass, throws left side, got his man, stops, looks for a block, nowhere to go. Too much speed on the outside. Kitchen's out there trying to block. Havis had nowhere to go. It's going to be a loss of a couple, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, about 11.
Going to be hard to go wide on this defense, Barry. Austin very, very athletic, and right there, Solomon Lyle, number 0. And we said that Solomon Lyle's already got a chance to go, or he's actually committed, I think, or at least got an offer from Austin Peay, and you see why. Flying down the line of scrimmage, makes a tackle, no gain.
2 men wide right side, 1 to the left. Zuniga from the gun, 2nd down. A little over 10 yards. X, Havis right beside him. Play clock down to 7-6 and a whistle. Somebody call a timeout. What is the call here? There's no, I don't see a flag. The officials stopped the action.
We're getting a player sent off. We may have.
It's an equipment timeout.
Well, it's either equipment or blood because he was pointing at something like on his arm, so it may be a blood timeout.
Cooper Scott, they made him leave. That's who the official was looking at. He's okay, but it must be something on the jersey, so he checks out. Hunter Smith comes in. So now, we use another 30 seconds. They have to start the play clock all over again, and the game clock at 9:34, play clock at 15. 2 men wide right side, Aggies 2nd down and 10. Roughly 28-yard line. Zuniga using all the play clock. 5-4. The snap rolls right side. Looks, throws across the field. Hardaway makes the catch. 35-yard line. Nice play. A gain of about 7. I like that pass play. But, boy, Keith, that was all the way across the field.
It was. It was a long throw. It was from hash all the way to the sideline. But we're talking about it pregame. They're giving us that 5-yard out, that little out route. And if they'll keep doing that, CJ's really comfortable throwing that route.
And a gain of about 6, we'll call it 3rd down 4.
And Hardaway playing a little offense.
I like that. Well, he's having a good night already. 3rd down 4, 8:51 to go in the quarter. 7-7 game, Aggies with the ball. I like they're using all the play clock they can. Keep the ball away from Austin. Play clock at 9 down to 8. 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and doable, and another whistle. Officials stop it again.
They're going to have a conversation here.
Number 4's got an equipment violation.
Guys, John, talk about number 4 real quick. He looks like a linebacker playing cornerback. That guy's got some size on him.
Yeah, he's going to end up playing it. I think that's one of those other ones that talked about Maurice Jones. He's actually a wide receiver that they've moved him out to corner right now.
What's the equipment problems they're seeing? Because he checks out quickly. So now we're ready to go, and they start the play clock over. So the Aggies able to use a lot of clock on this possession. Game clock at 8:13. Play clock at 7. I don't know what they made him. They made him check out, though.
I know.
Zuniga, high snap. Pressure's coming. Left side throws. Hunter Smith drops it. Oh.
It's a first down.
He's trying to look and see where he had. if you had any room after the catch and you forgot to catch it first.
Well, it was just going to be a sticks route, and what we mean by that, you know where the sticks are. You got to go 4 yards, and you're going to turn around. The ball's going to be in the air. Hunter Smith runs the sticks route, turns around. Ball is right there in his face mask, and Coach, you alluded to it, looking to see where he was going to run before he actually caught the pass. Ball goes through his hands, off his chest, on the turf. And what should have been a first down turns into a fourth down punting situation for Albertville.
In case you're wondering, there was a defensive back within 2 yards. So had he made the catch, we'll never know if he got the first down or not.
He was looking like his heels are at the first down. He very well may have. So we might call a timeout here, guys.
Aggies set to punt. I'm not sure if they have enough. Let's say enough men. Let's say 4, 7, 10. Yep, they have 11. I'm not sure. Coach Brown comes out on the field. Do we call a timeout? The officials are talking about something.
You know what's funny?
I don't know what the discussion is.
When Albertville took the field, guys, I believe Austin had 12 players on the field when Albertville took the line. And then they ran one off. So I think Coach Brown may be trying to argue his case in the fact that they had 12 men on the field and ran one off. But I guess they're going to say we hadn't set the clock yet.
All right, 4th down and 4. Zuniga back to punt. One man back deep around the 40-yard line.
Looks like they're coming after it, guys.
Sending 10 men. Snap. Got to hurry. Barely gets rid of it. Good kick. High kick. Very short. It's going to bounce at the 45 of Albertville back upfield. He's just glad to get that one away without getting it blocked, but it's going to be an Austin ball roughly on the Aggie 45-yard line.
Guys, he had zero time right there. That is a shortstop move where he's able to get that ball and flip it like you would as a shortstop or a third baseman flipping it over, turn a double play. That kid caught that ball, and he got it off his foot in a really quick, John.
No, there's no doubt about it. And Austin kind of loaded up the middle of the line, allowing one player to take out the center, or actually play to the shoulder of the center. 2 men coming right down the pipe. Credit the young 8th grader. Just glad that he got that ball off rather than having it blocked back deeper in our own end.
All right, first down, Austin, 42-yard line. First down, 10, 7:55 to go in the first quarter. Austin first possession, took a couple of plays. Play action, back to pass, looks, left side, now down the middle, got a man open in the end zone. Did he drop it? Nope, got it, touchdown Austin.
Absolutely man-on-man coverage here along the near side. You got sophomore Keegan Thompson, and they lined him up against number 3, one of their experienced wide receivers, Nicholas Creighton. And, guys, let me tell you something about Nicholas Creighton. Nicholas is going to go play for Samford. So he's already committed to Samford, one of those college recruits already. Gets to the inside shoulder of Keegan on a post pattern. He is wide open down the middle of the field. And the quarterback, Bailey, just airs one up to the wide receiver, catches it, takes it away, goes into the end zone, touchdown.
I think they've seen something with their secondary. Extra point kick is up, and it's good. We'll take a timeout. 7:47 to go in the half. Now Austin takes a lead, 14-7. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
At the Carpet Store, Highway 431 in Albertville, we're more than just our name. Sure, we're carpet, but we're so much more. We're ceramic floors, showers, backsplashes. We're hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl tile. We're installation supplies, vinyl flooring, and remnants. Why not visit our beautiful showroom and let our professional sales staff show you all the things we are? The Carpet Store, Mosley Flooring, Highway 431 in Albertville, where we're so much more than just our name.
Austin's added 14 points. Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford scoring drive.
Yeah, after a hurried drive and a punt for Albertville that went out at their own 45-yard line, one play, 45 yards later from Bailey to Creighton, the Samford commit, extra point up and good. And Austin starts to pull ahead after Albertville took the early lead. 7:47 left to go here in the first. They lead 14-7.
And Gilbert and Ball Ford, where Fords really do cost less. Well, Austin doesn't take long at all to score. 14 points. Just a matter of, 4 or 5 plays? How many plays have they even had the ball?
Barry, they've had a 2-play drive and a 1-play drive.
Wow. Here's a kick, high kick, and the Aggies have got a 10-yard line to the 15. New man, that's Evan Jordan. Jordan 15 to the 20. Stops, cuts, 20, 25, 30, 35 to the 40. Flags down back at the 16-yard line. Jordan all the way up to the 40, almost 45-yard line, but I'm afraid, Keith, there's a penalty.
Yeah, I think this is going to come back. I don't know what our return men ate before the ball game because they are excited tonight making big plays. What a great return by Jordan on that play. Guys, going back to the last two defensive series for Albertville, you know, you've got a sophomore playing safety and you've got a freshman playing safety, and I think Austin's coaching staff knows that, and they're going to be taking some shots until we can adjust.
Because they got 2 receivers going to play college ball next year, so they're really taking advantage of the Aggies secondary.
Yeah, and you've got, like I said, you got some young guys back there, and they'll get it figured out. They'll, you know, with young guys, they can't figure it out on the fly like an older, like a senior would be able to. So they might take them a play or two, and it'll hurt us a little bit, but they'll get it figured out, and we'll get maybe we'll play cover 4 or something and shut down that deep pass.
Or blocking the back on the Aggie special teams all the way back to the 8-yard line. Hey, the special teams really is a bright spot tonight. We returned 1 for a touchdown, and that one all the way back close to midfield. But unfortunately, a block in the back. Aggies back at the 8-yard line. Zuniga out of the gun, stands on his 2. X stands to his left. 2 receivers right, Smith and Revolt, and 2 to the left. Here comes Austin, 5 men. Aggies 4 receivers, low snap. Zuniga, quick pass to Havis. Oh, my goodness. X out of the backfield the minute he touched the ball. He was leveled at the 2-yard line. Incomplete pass.
Outside linebacker number 0, Solomon Lyle. And when you look up his name in terms of other 7A defensive players, it's right beside his name. It says physical, long, very athletic, and is an absolute defensive presence. Barry, I think you can see why. Coming up from his outside linebacker position, just absolutely annihilated X out there at the 3-yard line. And probably I'm just glad that he got up from that.
I'm with you because he was popped. And ball went one way, he went the other. He is okay. 2nd down and 10. He'll hand off 2X, stops, cuts to the middle, 9, 10, 11. Well, he gets pounded like we talked to him Wednesday night. He takes a pounding, gets back up, and says, I'll be right back. A gain of 3 on the play.
Great job there by the interior of the offensive line of Albertville, led by Judd Dalrymple and Christian Ramirez, as they were able to kind of get a hole. X able to get north and south, kind of got through the linebacker core too, and it was one of those strong safeties. I believe it was number 2, Braylon Payton, a senior defensive back that came up and laid the lick, but a good 3-4 yard gain.
X going to jog off the field. I mean, he took a pounding the last 2 plays. I'm glad. I hope he's okay. Laredo checks in. 3rd down, 7, Albertville. They're on their own 11-yard line. 6:04 to go in the first quarter. Back to pass. Zuniga throws it deep left side. Hunter Smith there. Picked off. 45-yard line, 47. The defensive back just sat back and watched, waited on it patiently. That's a good secondary you're looking at, and Austin takes it away from Albertville.
And Barry, I think we actually had 2 wide receivers, and both of them were running a go route. Hunter Smith lined up on the slot wide receiver, Des Revolte on the far side, and Coach Des actually ran his cornerback into the play to be able to make that interception. If he shuts off his route, I think Hunter's got a chance to make a big play over the top of the defense.
Yeah, it's almost like that Dez or that one receiver should have ran a comeback and let Hunter run that go route down the seam. Like you said, that would have shut that corner down on that side and it had been a one-on-one matchup. And I like Hunter on most one-on-one matchups.
45-yard line. Austin, great field position again, right in front of the Aggie band. The snap, quarterback hands off, stops, cuts, 40, 35 to the 30, 25, 20, cuts again, 15, 10 to the 9, to the 8. Finally, Fuqua brought down inside the Aggie 10-yard line.
Just an underneath handoff at the 45-yard line. That big behemoth of a group of offensive linemen being able to move the Albertville Aggies out of the way with the line of scrimmage. We said it, explosive back. One of the best in 7A, Gavin Fuqua, able to turn the corner, gets north and south up the seam, and in one play, Austin already inside the 10-yard line.
8-yard line, first down 10, 5:33 to go in the quarter. Quarterback turns, hands off Fuqua again. 7-6-5-4 popped at the 3. He will be dropped at the 3-yard line. Did not get in. Christian Ramirez, the first Aggie, making the tackle. Now you're looking at second and goal.
Christian Ramirez did a great job of getting off of his blocker, sliding back to his left and grabbing Fuqua as a pile was kind of falling down on top of him. Barry made the tackle, but Christian getting up, walking very gingerly, looks like on that right ankle.
He's had ankle trouble off and on the entire year, Keith.
Well, and last year also, he had trouble with that ankle last year too. So credit that young man for sticking it out and getting out here and playing.
Second and goal, 2-yard line. Bailey, the quarterback, out of the gun. Bailey hands off to Fuqua, 2-1. He'll walk into the end zone. Nobody even laid a hand on him. Touchdown, Austin.
Just a great job by the end. Actually kind of ran a tight end set along the near boundary. Offensive tackle, tight end rolls out the defense from the outside of Albertville. Great block down, lead blocker up inside on the pull. And you said it, Fuqua never touched as he goes into the end zone. Barry, another big drive for Austin.
4:44 to go in the first. This offense doesn't waste any time at all. Extra point. Kick is up.
Kick is good.
And it is good. We'll take a timeout. 4:44 to go in the first. 21-7. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
We know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Heading to work? Headed to play. Taking the grandkids to the beach.
Every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application to the approval or to the payments.
We're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford scoring drive.
Yeah, after an interception, Austin wastes no time starting at the Albertville 45-yard line. 4 plays, 45 yards later with Fuqua, the big-time running back, capping off the drive from 2 yards out. Extra point up and good. And what was a celebration for Albertville early has now turned into a happy homecoming for Austin, 21-7, Bear.
Come see the difference at Gilbert and Ball Ford, where Fords really do cost less in Albertville.
I tell you, Randy Ball's going to get his money's worth tonight on the scoring drives, right?
Wow. It's hard to believe they scored, 7 points last week, but they're playing a very good Florence team.
Your dad going to have more miles than my Ford Edge does by the time this night's over.
He's getting his money's worth. Man, they are so explosive. What are they? They're averaging, 38, 40 yards a play right now?
Well, they've had a 2-play drive, a 1-play drive, and a 4-play drive.
Here's a kick, high kick, short kick, returnable 25-yard line. Cooper Scott, 30, 31, almost. Did he drop the ball?
Cooper lost the ball when he ran into the back of the Albertville player.
Ran into his own man. The ball popped loose. Austin says they have it. Let's see who's got it. The officials are looking at the bottom of the pile. Yes, Austin recovers the fumble on the Aggie 30-yard line. It goes from bad to worse.
Yeah, Cooper Scott trying to get north and south and follow his blockers. And what happened, Barry, is the Austin defenders here along the near side just stalemated the blockers. Cooper Scott runs into the back of those blockers, and it jars the ball loose, bouncing around on the ground. And all of a sudden, number 6, Ethan Wynn, a senior defensive back, plays second string usually when you talk about the player, but getting his opportunity on special teams. And boy, howdy, able to come up with a fumble there at the bottom of the pile. And Austin will start this drive at the Albertville 30.
And I didn't get a number on the Austin player, but it wasn't like the Albertville player did anything wrong as far as the guy that was blocking him. He took that guy, put him into the backfield, and was able to strip the ball.
Quarterback turns, hands off right side, new back in, stops, cuts 25, breaks the tackle, 24, diving to the 21-yard line. They bring in the backup quarterback, and the number 2 running back couldn't catch his number. But what a run. It's going to be close to an Austin first down.
Looks like it's number 32, Barry, which is Kenneth Joshua, and he's also got a fair amount of yards this year as he and Fuqua do a good job of kind of bouncing back and forth as they do with this dual quarterback system here at Austin. And it didn't take him to make his presence known. Very first play, 9 yards on first down.
Guys, is it because I'm getting closer to 40, or their numbers hard to see?
They are very hard. J.L. Davis is the new quarterback, number 17. So Davis in the game, Joshua the new running back.
And remember we say that J.L. Davis, the big dual threat quarterback.
High snap to Davis, hands off to Joshua, breaks the tackle, 15, 10, 5 to the goal line. Wow, touchdown Austin.
Just a great job of blocking downfield, the right side of the Austin offensive line, just dominating. And one Albertville player had a chance running what they call the lane, running the lane. And when he's there, Barry. He just cannot wrap up and make the tackle at the 9-yard line. And you said it, running back goes all the way into the house. Big time run there for Austin.
Looking at the offensive line out there, my goodness, these are some big boys.
They're big and they're mobile, man. They're running a lot of power right now, and they're able just to block down, kick out, and move our guys out of the way.
Extra point is good.
Extra point is up. It is good. They strike again. 3:38 to go in the first. 28-7 Austin. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
38. Boy, the Aggies led for about, 15 seconds?
Yeah.
So now 3:38 to go in the quarter, John. It's 28-7. And here's another Gilbert & Bar scoring drive.
Yeah, and unfortunately, back-to-back turnovers have put 14 points on the board. 3 plays, 30 yards. Joshua capping off the drive with a 14-yard sprint. Extra point up and good. Austin leading this one 28-7. It's still 3.5 to go in the first.
High kick, short kick. Fair catch call for by Hunter Smith. Will take it on the 25-yard line. Again, come see the difference in Gilbert and Ball Ford, where Fords really do cost less in Albertville. To the Aggie offense, they're doing okay. 7 points, yes, it came from special teams, but this Austin offense, they're unstoppable right now, Keith.
Well, the key word is explosive, man. They are explosive, and the run plays, they're not doing anything spectacular. They're running a lot of power, which means they're pulling the guard. They're kicking out the defensive end. They're wrapping right there, but they're able to put a hat on a hat and take care of the guy that they're on. And then the running back, when he gets in the second level, he's just making guys miss. I mean, they're just that good, that quick, and explosive is the key word.
They're hitting the X button on the
controller.
controller.
They're like a little kid hitting all the buttons right now.
So the Aggies will start first down around the 20-24-yard line. Zuniga, good to see X back in the game. He was a little shaken up last time, and I understand why. He hit hard a couple of times. The give. Nope, he'll fake the handoff to X. Hands it to Revolt. He's going to be hitting the backfield going down. Boy, the Aggie receiver out there blocking. They blew him up, and the two defenders actually ran together.
Tackle made by number 0.
One of them is still down. They hit heads as they were trying to tackle Revolt. It's a loss on the play of about 5, but one of the players still injured.
Yeah, well, number 0, Solomon Lyle, the outside linebacker, played it perfectly here along the near boundary, comes up and makes the tackle, and he is a big, strong kid. And, Barry, you alluded to it. When he and his partner got there to make the tackle, they actually slammed into one another, taking the player down. And when, like I said, Solomon Lyle's going to play next year in college, and unfortunately your buddy's on the receiving end of what was going to be a heck of a lick anyway. For the Albertville player, kind of glad the other Austin player showed up when he did, because that took a brunt of the shot off of me.
Then the Aggie tied in out there blocking. I don't think he blocked anybody. He was just sitting there watching it, deer in the headlights, and then the two Austin players ran together. Unfortunately, one of the Austin players shaken up. He's still laying down. Not sure what exactly happened, but he took a shot from his teammate.
It looks like they're checking a left leg, John. John's got his binoculars up now since we're on top of the world up here, but okay, he's up walking under his own power. That's great.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of favoring what would be your left ankle, and it's already heavily taped anyway, Barry. So it may have been that he just tweaked something while they were all going to the ground.
So he will check out. Aggies on the play lost 5 yards. It's going to be second down and 15 with 3:21 to go in the first quarter. 28-7. Austin on top. Aggies jumped on top 7-0. Austin. The Black Bears got mad. They came back and scored 28 straight points.
Guys, and all that outside stuff, the jet sweep stuff that might work against Boaz, might work against Arab, even Gunnersville later on in the season, I'm not sure it's going to work against this bunch. They have so much speed.
Yep, you're right. Zuniga out of the gun, play clock at 15. They're going to use every single second on the play clock. That is good coaching. The longer you can take off the game clock, the less time you're going to have before Austin takes over again on fourth down. Zuniga rolls left side, being chased. Little pass throws it right into the hands of the defender. 10, 9, 8. He's finally tackled 8-yard line. Zuniga had a great idea, but again, you're dealing with a much faster defense. Threw it right into the hands of the defender, interception, and Austin takes over.
Well, and one thing about C.J. Zuniga there, he knew he was dropping back, knew that he was going to get sacked for a big loss. And, Barry, we talk about him being an 8th grader. He was just trying to flip it out to his receiver along the far side, and I think that was Emmanuel Hardaway. And Emmanuel Hardaway, instead of coming back to kind of help his receiver, stood still, allowed the cornerback to kind of regroup himself, and the cornerback steps in front of what essence was a shovel pass forward. Cornerback's able to get it, and he runs it all the way into the 8-yard line of Albertville, their third back-to-back-to-back turnover.
Wow. So Austin, they're going to stay with the backup quarterback, J.L. Davis. Fuqua back in the game at tailback. Davis turns and they throw a flag down in the end zone before the snap.
I think Austin actually took a little too much time getting off the sideline, Barry.
They did, so they'll back it up 5 yards.
Guys, talk about Zuniga again for a second. I was watching him pre-snap before that play. You've got a receiver out there that's not normally playing receiver. He's more of a tight end, but for some of the guys not making the bus trip over here. And he's getting that guy lined up as an 8th grader. He's saying, hey, man, you're in the wrong spot. Back up, you're not on. He's a really sharp kid. He's just got to mature.
13-yard line after the flag. He'll turn, hand off. Fuqua stops, cuts 10, 5, diving to the 4-yard line. A couple of Aggies will bring him down back, keeping him out of the end zone. Tackle was a Bryson Parker, first Aggie on the tackle.
Guys, nothing simple. I mean, everything's simple about it. It's an underneath handoff. The backside guard and tackle are pulling down. Tackle kicks out the defensive end. Guard loops up in the hole. Fuqua kind of runs right off of his butt cheek, to be honest with you, as our coaches used to say, gets north and south in the middle of the field. And because Fuqua is smaller than those larger linemen, he's getting back into the linebacker core, and the secondary has to come up and make the tackle. And that's the reason why he's knocking out. I think he's averaging right now, Barry, according to my chart, he's averaging about 13 yards a carry.
Davis the snap, hands off up the middle, hit at the 4-yard line. Good job by the Aggie defense. He did not get in. Christian Ramirez, one of the Aggies, on the bottom of the pile, Couldn't see who the first Aggie was I think that was Peyton Jones, who was on the bottom of the pile also.
And Reed Kitchens did a great job bringing all 6'4", 250 pounds of his senior body down the line of scrimmage, doing a great job of scraping across the face of the offensive lineman. And, Barry, I think he made initial contact, and then you said it, Christian Ramirez and Peyton Jones able to rally in for the tackle. And Albertville now with a chance to turn Austin away with it, 3rd and goal at the 4.
1:13 to go in the quarter, 28-7. Austin trying to add to it. 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line. High snap, hands off in the backfield, 2 to the 1, fighting to the goal line. He did get in. Thought the Aggies may hold him out. He dives at the goal line, gets in, 34-7.
Just a simple underneath handoff, Coach, and it was a rugby scrum. You're utilizing that offensive line that averages about 6'2", 265, and they just kind of got our guys on skates and rolled them back into the end zone.
I would love to have a height and weight on number 69, Jalen Austin, a 12th grade offensive lineman for them. Guys, he's a road grader.
Now for the point after. It's been perfect so far. Low snap. Good job by the holder. Gets it up, and it is perfect again. We'll take a timeout. 1:01 to go in the first quarter. Austin leads 35-7. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
You walk in the door, it's a hometown atmosphere, just a great place to purchase a vehicle.
We're going to do what we say we're going to do.
I've been a customer for over 8 years and I love it.
The customer can relax and feel like that there's no pressure.
We've had a very good experience. I will come back here to buy whatever cars that we are going to buy in the future.
We don't try to steer you in a different direction.
For us, we don't need to go anywhere else.
We want everyone that walk in that feel like they're at home, that they're part of our family. Because at Sand Mountain Toyota, we are more than a dealership.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Pliers.
Pliers.
Phone. Care can be distracting.
Phone.
That's why our new Whirlpool Smart Range lets you care smarter with control from anywhere. So life doesn't revolve around your range.
Give me that Phillips screwdriver, would you, kiddo?
Every day, care. Whirlpool.
Your local source for Whirlpool products and service is Bond's Appliance in Gunnersville.
Aggies had them 3rd down, couldn't hold them though. Here's the Gilbert and Ball Ford scoring drive.
Yeah, once again, the youth of Albertville showing up with a turnover there, getting Austin the ball at the 8-yard line of Albertville. 3 plays later, credit the defense there, making them actually have to go complete 3 plays to put the ball into the end zone. But Fuqua goes in on a 4-yard rugby scrum, extra point up and good. And Austin still in the first quarter, Barry, up 35-7.
Come see the difference at Gilbert and Ball Ford, where Fords really do cost less in Albertville.
John, do you have a height and weight on their kicker? Just noticing this.
Yeah.
What's his name? Which is name? The kicker
Ruben, is it Guevara?
27, Ruben Guevara.
Yeah, no, I don't have a height weight on him.
My goodness, he's bigger than our linebackers, and he's kicking the football for them.
What's his number, Coach?
27. I mean, he looks
5'9", 185 pounds.
Well, he's a biscuit shy of 200 pounds. I think that they're lying a little bit on their chart.
All right, 35-7. Austin will kick off. High kick, deep kick. Back in deep. Evan Jordan, 10-yard line to the 15. Pop gets away. 20 to the 25, breaks free to the 27-29. So far, special teams, you've got to feel good if you're Albertville. That was another great return by Evan Jordan. Came close to breaking it all the way out to the 29-yard line.
And Coach, they put it down in the coffin corner. I mean, they're happy to kick it over into the far corner, but Evan Jordan able to get it, gets north and south, gets popped, rolls out of the tackle, keeps his feet moving, and out to the 29-yard line.
Aggies will start again. 51 seconds to go first quarter. So the Aggies back deep. Just trying to keep the ball away from Austin. Nothing else. Just get some first downs. And the offense overall has not played bad. It's just Austin's offense is so powerful, so explosive. Zuniga out of the gun. X stands behind him. 29-yard line. Turns, hands off to X. Looks for a block right side. You cannot get around the corners on these gentlemen. He's going to be tackled by 1, 2, 3, 4 Black Bears. And he's going to be dropped for a yard loss.
Yeah, and right there, Barry, just coming down the line of scrimmage, number 90, Rico Willingham, an 11th grade defensive lineman. And Barry, I think he goes at about, I think Rico is about 6'3", about 260, and he just absolutely moved like a cat coming down the line of scrimmage, loss of a yard.
Second down at 11. They may have to snap it one more time before the quarter ends. Yes, they will. Zuniga hands off to X again. Tries the left side. Got a little room, 30, 31, 32-yard line, a gain of about 4, maybe 5, and that'll end the first quarter. Finally, started out great, 7-0 Albertville, but boy, the quarter is over, and it's 35-7. Austin will take a timeout. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Everything that we do, we try to do the right thing, on our core values and in our statement of purpose. That's the way we live each day.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Natural gas appliances from your Marshall County Gas District gives your home the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. And you can get great rebates on brand new natural gas appliances. Gas furnace, a $1,000 rebate. Tankless water heaters, $300. Clothes dryer or gas lights, $200. Cooktop range, $100. Plus $50 back on lights, grill, logs, and wall heaters. Call your Marshall County Gas office for more details. With locations in Arab, Albertville, and Guntersville. Or call toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
I'll tell you, it started off good, John. 7-0. Next thing you know, boom. We made them mad, I guess. You don't want to poke a black bear with a stick, do you?
Well, and the bad thing is, Barry, when you look at it, it was really only one drive that Austin was able to put into the end zone. Other than that, it was literally 4 Albertville turnovers that cost us 28 points. So driving the football, now granted, that drive took, 2 plays, and they put the ball into the end zone. But other than that, it was 4 very, very short fields off of Albertville turnovers, and that's the reason why you have a 35-7 score at the end of one quarter.
So the Aggies, third down at about 7. Now to go back to the little short pass plays, those worked well. You've got Revolt, Smith, back to pass, looks those. Right side, Hunter Smith's got it, 35, diving to the 37. It is close, but I'm afraid Keith's going to be fourth down at about 2.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt this one. Great. If they're playing off like that, CJ can make those throws, those quick throws. Don't give them time to get back there and wreak havoc in the backfield. Guys, really quick, Reed Kitchens tonight has moved over to left tackle. because of some of the moving and shaking around we talked
4th and
about
short
with some
for the
guys
Aggies.
not making the trip over. And you've got Chase Bynum, 10th grader. He's usually playing a guard spot, I'm thinking, and he's playing center tonight, and so far had some really good snaps.
Yeah, playing with an injured hand too, mind you.
Yep.
Aggies going to line up to go, or they may try to pull Austin off sides and then shift back to a quick kick formation. Nope, they're going to go. They're going to go for it. X hits the line, diving. I think he got it. They're going to give him a good spot. First down, Albertville. Hey, give a lot of credit to Bynum and the left side of the Aggie offensive line.
No, absolutely great job. Christian Ramirez, one of those leading the way, along with 54 Reed Kitchens, about 275 and 250, and X gets behind them, and it's just a rugby scrum. It was 4th down and about 2, needed 2, gained 3, nose of the football at the 40-yard line. Great job there by the Albertville Aggie offensive line, answering that 4th down play call by Ken Karcher and moving the sticks, Bear.
I like that. Now you get to use some clock, give a little bit of confidence. Overall, the offense is not playing bad, but your defense, they're having a tough time. I mean, Austin's offense so explosive. 35 points. High snap, Zuniga hands off to X, tries to bounce it right side, and X had no chance. No chance. It was not X's fault. This is the fact you're playing against 4 young men on the left side of the line for Austin that's going to play college ball, and they swarm over him for a loss of about a yard.
Well, just this time, one time my line gets you, the other time your line gets me. This time the left side of the Austin defensive line able to push our offensive line back. X tries to bounce it, and when he does, he bounces it right out to number 0, Solomon Lyle. We talked about the outside linebacker who's going to be playing on Saturdays next year, and you see why, Barry. Comes up, great open field tackle, slams X to the ground.
2nd down and 12, they call it. Zuniga out of the gun. 10:01 to go in the half. Zuniga fakes, looks, left side, throws, got his man, complete, good catch. 43-yard line, making the catch. Giovanni Pierre makes the catch. That may be his first catch of the year.
I think it is. He's that young guy that we're talking about that's having to play a little bit of receiver tonight, and he's usually playing from a tight end spot. He's lined up at receiver a couple of times. That time I actually think he lined up at tight end and ran a little shoot route, John.
And, Barry, what about a great job by Zuniga throwing it out here where his wide receiver was going to catch it? He left the cornerback on the backside of the Albertville wide receiver. Best case scenario for the defensive back, he could bat it away, but great hands from Jean-Pierre, able to pull it down to make this a very manageable 3rd down.
44-yard line, 3rd down and 6, 9:19 to go in the half. Zuniga, quick drop, right side, throws short. Hunter Smith got it. 45, 46, 47. Short by about 3, so it's 4th and about 3. He picked up 3 on the catch. 4th and short, Albertville.
Hunter playing that outside far receiver with Cooper Scott playing the slot receiver. Cooper runs a deep route, runs the linebacker out of there. Hunter just comes right off of his butt. Zuniga throws the ball in the air. Hunter Smith with a great catch, north and south. Once again, a manageable about 4th and 3.
I think I'd go ahead and go. It doesn't matter whether they get the ball on their 40 or on their 2-yard line. Their offense, they can score from anywhere.
They can. Good to see Jacob Laughlin out there, number 29. He's had a banged-up ankle last week. 4th
and 3, the Aggies are going to go. Zuniga hands off left side. X, 49, midfield. A push by the Aggie offensive line. It all depends on the spot. He's right at the first down stick. This official in front of us says first down. It should be enough. How about the offensive line and X getting 3 hard yards, John?
Now, what about that? Zuniga turns around, gives it to Xavier. Xavier able to come right down the line of scrimmage. Going right straight at the line of scrimmage. Once again, it was Reed Kitchens. You have, number 76 right there, which is Colton Battles, doing a great job of moving the right side of the defensive front for Austin back. Needed 3, gained 4, and another 4th down conversion for Albertville.
49-yard line. The Aggies have had the ball pretty much they have had it the entire second quarter. 7:55 to go in the half. Driving, Zuniga, hands off. X stops, cuts, 49-48, a gain of a yard. A nice move by X. He saw nothing around the end. He stopped and cut to the middle. Picks up 1. I know you're saying 1 yard, but trust me, he would have lost about 2 or 3 had he bounced off around the end.
Yeah, he stuck it in there. And he's getting a lot of these yards because he's a big dude, and he's going and he's carrying guys with him, and he's a tough kid, guys. We saw him get nailed down here, and to come back out and play. That's why he's getting some looks for some colleges.
I think Coach said UNA's here tonight, giving him a look, and they're going to see a hard-running, tough young man who's playing against college defenses. That's doing his best he can to get it may be a few yards, but I can see him playing for a much bigger team next year. Back to pass, Zuniga throws. Ooh, He was running backwards, had to unload, had his receiver open. Had he made the catch, maybe 3 or 4 yards, but he's just trying to avoid the sack. It'll be 3rd down coming up.
Well, and this time when Zuniga rolls out to the far side, Christian Ramirez has pushed number 31, which is Cortavius Mason, down the line. And so what you've got to do as a young receiver right there, coach, is step and get back inside Christian to make that throw, because Christian says if that guy wants to run upfield, I'm just going to run him upfield. And unfortunately, the 8th grade quarterback kind of ran his rollout into where Ramirez was pushing it and just kind of tried to get rid of it.
3rd down 9 from the 49. Zuniga rolls right side. Looks, throws back across. Hunter Smith got it. 38, 37 should be enough. Did he hold on? Yes. 1st down, Albertville. That was a great pass by Zuniga to Hunter Smith.
Zuniga rolling out to the far side, got some good blockers. Outside wide receiver, which is number 9, Jean-Pierre, goes deep. Hunter Smith runs just a curl, or you can call it a sticks route, knows exactly where the 1st down marker is, turns around, and when he turns around, Zuniga has already let the ball go. Hunter grabs it, then starts going backwards as he backpedals, and he's able to move the chains. Great play there for a 1st down.
That was a great pass and catch on that play. They both did their jobs, and the offensive line gave Zuniga time to throw. Aggies driving on the Austin 37-yard line. Here comes a blitz. Zuniga right side, gets rid of it, throws it away. Well, there was pressure coming like a safety blitz. Zuniga got rid of it, though, throws it into the band, incomplete pass.
And Zuniga, you know that the other team's defensive coordinator is figuring out that C.J. Zuniga likes to roll the pocket to get him away from pressure, but he also likes to roll to his right side. So what they do is they bring number 0, Solomon Lyle, once again, one of those young men going to play college next year, to this side, brings him off the corner, and he's just on Zuniga's hip pocket. Credit Zuniga, once he got outside the tackle box, knew that there was no wide receivers, throws it up into the Aggie band, survived to play one more down.
We've had the ball the entire 2nd quarter. I like that. 6:22 to go in the half. Zuniga, blitz coming, throws a screen. Oh, it was almost picked off by a lineman. Had he made the catch, he had about a 55-yard touchdown run, Keith.
Yeah, and if it would have been called, if it would have been knocked down, they all came through. The play was set up perfectly. Defensive linemen come flying through. If we're able to get that ball up and over their head, and X can get that ball, there's nobody in front of him. He's at least going to pick up 20, 25 yards, if not a touchdown. But, Zuniga pushing probably 5'7", 5'8", and their defensive line's probably 6'2". They're able to jump up and knock that ball down, John.
Well, Barry, what about this? Starting at their own 29-yard line, this offense has been able to grind out 9 plays and now camped out at the 36-yard line of Austin.
3rd down, 10. Zuniga, quick pass throws. Revolt's got it, breaks a tackle. 30, cuts, 25, 24. 1st down, Revolt made one man miss, sidestepped another one into the inside the 25-yard line. 1st down, Albertville.
Cooper Scott, wide receiver, and Hunter Smith, wide receiver, and Revolt trips on the far side. It's a slip screen. Cooper Scott, Hunter Smith go down. They throw their blocks. Revolt comes in behind them. Zuniga hits him. We've got blocks downfield. Needed 8, gained 10, 1st down. Great play call by Ken Karcher.
Clock running under 6 to go in the half. Now, again, it's 35-7 Austin, but Aggies' most impressive drive, one of the best drives I'd say of the year. They're driving it down the throat of a very good Austin defense. Zuniga drops the ball. Austin diving for it. Zuniga, Austin's got it. Zuniga was trying to take the snap and roll to his left. He moved before he grabbed a hold of the football, drops it, fumble, turnover, Albertville.
Now, just at the mesh point, running back didn't know if he needed to get it. Zuniga didn't know if he needed to pull it. When he did, they laid the ball on the ground. And when they did, number 25, Corey House, a senior outside linebacker, coming on a blitz. I mean, Barry, it was like an Easter egg out literally in the middle of Grandma's yard. All you had to do was fall on it. And once again, Barry, an 11-play drive comes to an end at the 30-yard line of Austin because of Albertville's 5th turnover of the night.
And it's a sad way to end that drive because it's a bit like Barry said, probably the best drive we've seen in a couple of ball games, and against a absolute stellar defense with size and speed. And guys, we can move the ball against them. We just got to cut out the silly stuff.
6 minutes and 20 seconds. Aggies had the ball, then they turn it over with a fumble. Austin takes over 30-yard line. Quarterback back to pass, looks, throws to the middle, got a man wide open midfield, 45 to the 41. I don't know if they've thrown an incomplete pass the entire game. that one all the way down to the Aggie 40-yard line. First down, Austin.
3 wide receivers here along the near side, all 3 of them running a post or a go route. They take the corners and the safeties with them, and then they take number 32, which is Kenneth Joshua, and run a wheel route out of the backfield here along the hash marks, and just an easy pitch and catch over the shoulder. And in one play, Austin from their own 30 all the way into the Aggie 40-yard line.
They picked up more yards in one play we did on the 11-play drive. Yeah, that's how explosive they are. They're on the Aggie 40-yard line, 35-7 lead, 5:08 to go in the half. Turns, hands off, stops, cuts, inside the 40, 35, cuts again, 30, 25, foot race, 20, hits another gear, 10, to the sideline, will step out of bounds. It's like he exploded around the 20-yard line and left their defender standing there. That's Kenneth Joshua, and he's not even the starting running back.
Coach, it's basically you're in shotgun, but you're running what will be the buck sweep. Backside guard, backside tackle, one kicks out, one loops. He gets up in the hole, and the Albertville Aggies play it perfectly at the point of attack, but then Joshua able to bounce out the back door, and if it had not have been for number 4, Keegan Thompson, a sophomore, doing a great job staying at home on the cornerback position here along the near boundary, and Keegan's able to push him out at about the 4 or 5 yard line. Great play by the young sophomore corner to get that young man out before he got into the end zone.
First and goal, J.L. Davis, the quarterback, quick drop, throws the left side into the end zone. Got his receiver. There was a flag down. He made the catch.
Wow.
Touchdown. I thought he was out of the end zone, but he was pushed. He was shoved. Still made the catch. Gets his feet down. Touchdown, Austin.
Guys, a one-handed catch falling out of the back of the end zone with a defensive guy all over you, in your face, pushing and shoving. I think we saw him practicing that before the ball game in warm-ups.
Yeah.
That's athleticism right there.
That was beautiful. I know it's for the other team, but I enjoy watching good football no matter which side it's on. That was just a great catch and a beautiful throw, too.
Yeah, it was, and that's a dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. That's a top 10 ESPN play right there, guys.
What about, is it penalty against Austin?
Well, unless they –
He came out and pointed Austin, or is
really?
he going to say – maybe he's pointing that we will put it on – no? He pointed Austin when he walked out. That's why the Austin coaches had at the 20-yard line. Right. Now he changed. Okay. Are they going to –
They're going to assess the penalty on the
Gotcha.
kickoff.
That's what he was. That's why the Austin coach said, wait a minute here. I know I'm all the way across the field, but I think I saw it differently. So it is against Albertville. So they'll assess it on the kick. Now Austin for the point after with 4:53 to go in the half. The kick is up. Looks good, and it is good. We'll take a timeout. 4:53 to go in the half. 42-7 Austin. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
At the Carpet Store, Highway 431 in Albertville, we're more than just our name. Sure, we're carpet, but we're so much more. We're ceramic floors, showers, backsplashes. We're hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl tile. We're installation supplies, vinyl flooring, and remnants. Why not visit our beautiful showroom and let our professional sales staff show you all the things we are? The Carpet Store, Mosley Flooring, Highway 431 in Albertville, where we're so much more than just our name.
Disappointing part of that is the Aggies had a great drive going, unfortunately turned it over Austin took just a couple of plays, John, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, once again, an Albertville miscue ends up becoming points for Austin. 4 plays, 70 yards. Davis to Delaney on a 5-yard spectacular Sports Center type catch in the back corner of the end zone. Extra point up and good. Happy homecoming for Austin with 4:53 to go in the half. 42-7 Black Bears.
Come see the difference at Gilbert and Ball. Ford reports really do cost less in Albertville. So now they're going to kick off from our 45-yard line because of the pass interference in the end zone.
This guy might hit a field goal, guys.
They might have an onside kick. Here's the kick. It's going to go, watch out for the band. Seriously, the band is getting ready. They're lining up going through the back of the end zone, and that bounces right in front of the band. So, hey, speaking of the band, don't forget, join us coming up next Saturday if you'd like to come out and watch the band. It's the Northeast Alabama Marching Invitational. 21 bands will be at Albertville High School starting around 10:30, including Albertville and the Jacksonville State's Marching Southerners. It's going to be a big day next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow.
Great show. It's an absolutely wonderful show.
Absolutely. There's a flag down, by the way, on the 45-yard line. It's probably going to be offsides Austin because that's about where they were lining up for the kick. I think we should just decline the whole thing and let's just play ball because 5 yards, he's going to do it again. He's going to kick it in the end zone, so there's no need to make him re-kick.
I was going to ask you if Miss Currington had good insurance on the truck because he might, the SUV, because he might kick it through the windshield down there in the end zone.
So they do back him up 5 yards and they'll re-kick it. 42-7. 4:53. The thing is, Aggies have had the ball almost the entire second quarter. I don't think they have enough players.
The kicker didn't realize we were going to kick this thing again. He said, guys, I already did my job.
He's over there celebrating.
I put it down there in the end zone. And he really didn't get a hold of that one.
No.
And he kind of got under it a little bit. He might put this one through the uprights.
So now they had to find the kicker. Now he's ready.
You reckon the kicker was literally over here on the bench with his tee, and he was just kind of chilling out, and somebody yelled for him, and he's like, oh, my. And I think our xylophones kind of had him pinned in a little too, so he had to get around the Aggie band to get out on the field to kick the ball.
I think he was trying to get a phone number down there.
He was. The girls. So he will re-kick it. I'm sure it's going to be the same result right in the end zone. So he's only on the 50-yard line kicking off. 4:53. The thing is, time of possession in the second quarter. Aggies have had the ball almost the entire quarter. It only took Austin, though, about a minute to score. High kick, deep kick. It's going to bounce into the end zone. Jordan better pick it up. He does at the 1-yard line. They will drag him back in the end zone, but it's going to be, they're going to give him forward progress on the 1-yard line. Wow.
How does that ball not get in the end zone?
Guys, it's got a backspin to it. It literally hits at the 1-yard line. Evan Jordan is standing there watching, waiting for it to go into the end zone. And just like you see like Tiger Woods or Rory McIlroy hit one of those, what do they call them, a chip, a pitch, whatever it is, and the backspin just leaves it. Literally the backspin, the ball hits at the 1, goes straight up. And Jordan has no choice, guys, but to grab a hold of the football because 2 Black Bears are literally bearing down on him. It's discretion, the better part of valor. And Barry, thank God they're going to give us the ball at the 2-yard line and say at least Jordan fell that far forward.
Can it get any worse?
Guys, how does a ball shaped like a football bounce like that and then bounce again and stay in the same place?
It should have bounced through the end zone. It said it's bounced straight up and came back the other direction. Luckily, Evan Jordan watched it, picked it up, and got it out of the end zone. He'll turn and hand off to X. X hit at the 2-yard line. They stand him up. He is back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Underneath handoff here along the near side, and the defensive line, still some of those starters out there. They just stalemate the offensive line. Albertville can't get any push. Linebackers kind of fill the holes. X nowhere for him to go. But, Barry, something that the offensive coaches might look at, number 6 is Ethan Wynn. He's a senior defensive back, but he's a second stringer out there with it 42-7. And he's got single coverage with Hunter Smith here along the near boundary. Look and see if Coach Karcher doesn't like that one-on-one battle here along the near side.
Hunter Smith over there. They're looking that way. So Aggies standing in the end zone, 2nd down and 10. Ball is officially on the 2. Hands off to X out of the end zone, around the corner to the 5, to the 6, to the 7. Great run by X. Xavier Ahavis all the way up to the 8, a gain of 6, 3rd down and 4.
Absolutely wonderful job, and I want to give him credit. Christian Ramirez, he finally turned to where I could see Christian Ramirez doing a great job of sealing the edge, allows Xavier to bounce to the outside. Outside linebacker and cornerback have to come up and make the tackle, but not after about a 6-yard gain, making this at least a manageable 3rd down for the Aggie offense.
I don't think they reset the play clock. It's down to 0, and there's no way it went through 40 seconds. There's no way. But the Aggies do call a timeout. We'll take a timeout, 3:24 to go on the half, 42-7 Austin. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
You walk in the door, it's a hometown atmosphere, just a great place to purchase a vehicle.
We're going to do what we say we're going to do.
I've been a customer for over 8 years and I love it.
The customer can relax and feel like that there's no pressure.
We've had a very good experience. I will come back here to buy whatever cars that we are going to buy in the future.
We don't try to steer you in a different direction.
For us, we don't need to go anywhere else.
We want everyone that walk in to feel like they're at home, that they're part of our family. Because at Sand Mountain Toyota, we are more than a dealership.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Pliers.
Pliers.
Phone. Care can be distracting.
Phone.
That's why our new Whirlpool Smart Range lets you care smarter with control from anywhere. So life doesn't revolve around your range.
Give me that Phillips screwdriver, would you, kiddo?
Every day, care. Whirlpool.
Your local source for Whirlpool products and service is Bond's Appliance in Gunnersville.
At 3:24, need to mention we're having some technical difficulties with our laptop tonight, and our engineer Smedley is off at some Hank Jr. concert, so we won't be able to bring you the Aggie Band halftime show. So we apologize ahead of time, but we will be able to send Keith Ball down to the field in just a minute, which I want to see this happen because Keith has to go from the top of the press box down to the field to interview Coach Brown, and we only have 3:24 to go on the half.
I'm multi-talented, guys.
I want to see this, and if he can still be able to talk, we'll see. But all right, Aggie ball coming out of the timeout. It's 3rd down at about 3, maybe 4 from the 9-yard line. Aggies trying to keep the drive alive. Zuniga back to pass, throws it deep right side, pushing, shoving, revolts there. Incomplete. There's a flag down. I think this official is going to call pass interference on Austin.
Bring up 4th down for the Aggies.
Because he was watching from the back, and I think he saw the Austin young man grab, hold, and push.
I was going to say, it might not be pass interference, but there was definitely defensive holding in a great job. Was that Revolte?
Revolt? Yeah. It was.
He beat the defensive
sure
back
did.
and got behind him, and the defensive back had to hold. Let's see what they call.
That is the call. They're going to call a holding / pass interference.
Talk about the arm strength of CJ. And an 8th grader, he's throwing it from the goal line, threw it to what, about the 43, 44-yard line?
Sure did.
And on a bullet.
Well, and that's just a testament to, and I know we're not seeing it now on the scoreboard. But, guys, there is a strength and conditioning coach that we have at Albertville called Coach Halford. And Coach Halford is getting these guys, they are getting, and you hate to say this term, they are getting bigger, they are getting faster, and they are getting stronger. This coach came also from the college ranks. He understands it. So you can see this 8th grader literally every week growing into that position. And just like Coach Brown said on the show, Barry, I mean, by the time he's a senior, he's going to be a 5th-year senior, and he's going to be I think he's going to be a crackerjack quarterback.
15-yard penalty, 1st down, 24-yard line. Zuniga to X hit at the line of scrimmage. He's fighting maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Clock running, 3:09. If you were to look at time of possession, Aggies have almost had the ball the entire second quarter.
Second and long.
There's only 3 minutes left. Austin had the ball for about 2-3 plays, and they scored. Rest of the time, Albertville has had the football.
Yeah, Austin, let's see, right now if you take the second quarter plays by themselves, Albertville has had it 16 plays to the 4 plays of Austin, yet unfortunately Austin leads 7-0 here in the second quarter, 42-0 on the scoreboard. Albertville would love to drive the ball again, have maybe a chance to get up some points, but if nothing else, Barry, at least get into the locker room.
Their big problem was the turnover to end that last drive. Zuniga back to pass, has time, throws it deep, right side. Bodies everywhere. Picked off. Did he stay in bounds? He did. There were 3 defenders back there, 2 receivers. He basically threw it up for grabs. Austin picks it off at the 46-yard line.
And Barry, I don't know if there wasn't some confusion between the wide receivers because, Coach, we had 2 or 3 Albertville wide receivers all bunched together. It allowed the cornerbacks and the defensive backs to kind of stay all bunched together with them. And C.J. Zuniga throwing one out there. And when he did, number 3, Nicholas Creighton, senior wide receiver, this time playing defensive back, able to come down with it, get his foot in bounds on a great play. You can tell he's a wide receiver / cornerback at the 46-yard line.
I don't think that's how Coach Karcher drew that up, where you have 2 receivers running 2 yards apart, running the same route.
You're right.
3.
CJ knew the man he wanted to throw it to, but unfortunately there was another receiver, and he brought 2 more defenders with him.
Plus a safety.
Yeah, so that's why it was this kind of a traffic jam, 4:31 on Friday at 5 o'clock. Low snap back to the quarterback. He falls on it. That was a low one hopper back to the quarterback. He recovers back at the 38-yard line, so it's going to be second and long for Austin.
Yeah, remember the first drive when when Austin scored and their quarterback was Judd Bailey? Ever since then, Bailey, the quarterback, has been over here on the sidelines as they opted for the more dual threat quarterback. And now Bailey back in the game. First snap, drops it, lays it on the ground.
Back to the action, turns, hands off, bounces 40, 45, breaks a tackle. Midfield, 45 to the 40, breaks another tackle. Flags down, 35-30, out of bounds. Fuqua all the way to the 30, and there's a flag down back about 10 yards.
Should be a holding, I think, when he was trying to cut back. He was trying to cut back here along the near boundary, and I think they're going to get holding on Austin and Barry. That's right.
Wow. That's a big – how about Fuqua? What a run he made. This team is so full of explosive plays. That's what Coach Brown talked about. We've got to limit explosive plays. I don't see how you can when Aggies have so many young players against this very talented team, especially Fuqua, the running back, the junior. We get to see him again next year.
Oh, and as I said a few moments ago, the fact that he's already being looked at, already being talked about in 7A circles as being one of the most explosive backs here in the northern part of 7A. He's a junior, already getting chances to chit-chat with colleges and folks talking to him about playing on Saturdays. Barry is just an absolutely great running back, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And, Barry, looks like we're going to come down with about a 3rd and 8 once we get everything sorted out with the little yellow laundry.
So 1:47 to go on the half. It'll be second and long, second in and about 8, they call it, from the Austin 49. Quarterback drops back, throws right side, got his man, gets one block, sidesteps a defender, 45, 44. They'll bring him down 44-yard line. First Aggie over there. One of them was Elijah Laura Saint. Also, Jesse Gonzalez helps make the tackle.
And so does 5'10", 140-pound sophomore Keegan Thompson. So we called his name for about the 3rd or 4th time tonight, keeping this backside taken care of. It's actually a wide receiver screen that they threw out here to the wideout with an offensive lineman bearing down on Keegan Thompson. Keegan able to fight that block, force the wide receiver back inside. So a great job by Keegan playing defensive back. And then he gets away from the lineman to get into the back part of the play. Yes, the young man made a first down, but Keegan probably saved a touchdown here along the near boundary.
Sure did. 44-yard line, 1:29 to go here in the half. Austin up 42-7, trying to add more. Quarterback Judd Bailey back in the game. He started the game. Bailey turns, hands off to play action, throws left side. Fuqua out of the backfield, 40, 35, slips at the 34-yard line, goes down. He does have an Austin first down. It's going to be about the 33-yard line. So here they are, 42-7, and they're hurrying to get back to the line of scrimmage for more points.
Well, and they got Fuqua in what they would consider a mismatch against Hunter Smith out there. And Hunter Smith actually fell too, Barry, so kind of glad Fuqua and Hunter both kind of went down at the same time. If not, a lot of green grass in front of number 20 for Austin.
Well, confusion on Austin, players all over the place. Nobody is set. Play clock winding down. Now they're ready. 1st and 10, 45 seconds. Bailey rolls right side. Nice pass. Throws got him complete. 25 to the sideline. They'll throw him out of bounds. Good job by the Aggies. Bryson Parker makes a tackle. That should stop the clock and does with 41 seconds to go in the half.
Bryson Parker, linebacker, able to kind of follow the running back. I believe it was number 4, Barry, Maurice Jones, out here along the near side, and did a great job of just kind of corralling him in, utilizing the sideline as that extra defender, pushes him out of bounds there at the 23-yard line. Good job by that outside linebacker from Albertville making a play on that.
Austin trying to add 7 more here. 41 seconds to go in the half. They're on the Aggie 23-yard line. First down and 10. 42-7. Their thought is you just can't have enough. Bailey back to pass. Fakes, looks, nobody open. Rolls left side, looks, being chased. They got him. He gets rid of it. Almost picked off by X. Almost a sack. Hey, great job of Felix. Almost brought it down for about a 10-yard loss.
Wow, and what about interior pressure from number 54, Reed Kitchens, and also from number 75, Christian Ramirez? It was actually a stop-and-go route, Barry. He was going to pump fake it and then end up blowing by, and Keegan Thompson sat on the route. He did a great job, but he sat on the route, and when he did, number 5, Jackson Potter, able to run past him wide open in the end zone. But the thing was, Barry, is that the quarterback, Bailey, didn't have time to see him because of the interior pressure. Great job there by the defensive line.
33 seconds, third down and 10. Bailey back to pass, looks, throws to the middle, overthrows his receiver. He was wide open, incomplete pass. I think we have Keith Ball down in the end zone. Keith, have you got us?
Can you hear me good, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've made it down here. I had to fight 3 or 4 guys coming down here, kind of jumped the fence, and here we are.
So 28 seconds to go in the half, 42-7. John, that was a touchdown pass. He overthrew his receiver.
Yeah, and it was just a great job of an underneath, the fake of an underneath handoff. The running back actually lined up in the wing, goes down the seam. Nobody picks him up as everybody's going to bite on the handoff, and just an overthrow into the end zone. And out will trot Alston to try to kick about a 40-yard field goal.
Wow. T at the 30. The kick up in the air, no good. No good. So the Aggies at least keep them out of the end zone, and they don't add 3 to it. 23.7 to go in the half. Aggies will have it one more time, 42-7. Aggies, I'm sure, I would think, will just take a knee and let this clock wind down. Give you a heads up again. Unfortunately, because of technical difficulties, we won't be able to bring you the Aggie band tonight at halftime. So our apologies for that. We'll give you some scores like we've got the how about Arab and Scottsboro, 14-14 halftime score. A lot of good region games tonight.
And Gunnersville, I think, is leading. Last time I saw, 21-7?
Yep, 21-7. No word on the Geraldine-Sylvania game. I'd like to see that score and see what's going on there. But here come the Aggies. And we're going to try to catch Coach Brad. We may catch him either coming in, out of the going into the half or coming out of the locker room at the end of the half. We'll see.
Man, those technical difficulties for people, our field mics are not talking to, for some reason, talking to our laptop and all of our stuff up here. And because of that, the technical difficulty is just not going to give us anything down at field level.
No. Zuniga turns, hands off to Laredo. Stops, cuts, runs over a man. 23. Laredo's just a tough running back. Picks up 3, lowered his shoulder, and just ran over the linebacker.
So old school people that are listening to the broadcast will remember Larry Zonka, just an old throwback type running back for the Miami Dolphins. That's who Laredo reminds me of in there. Just a 2 or 3 really hard-fought yards.
We'll see if Keith can catch Coach Brown if we want to wait till the end of the half.
I think I'm going to wait till the end of the half, guys.
Not a problem. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to bring you the halftime show. And we're going to take a break. We'll come back in a few minutes with some scores and halftime stats and more. Halftime score, Austin leads 42-7. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Everything that we do, we try to do the right thing, own our core values and our statement of purpose. That's the way we live each day.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Natural gas appliances from your Marshall County Gas District gives your home the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. And you can get great rebates on brand new natural gas appliances. Gas furnace, a $1,000 rebate. Tankless water heaters, $300. Clothes dryer or gas lights, $200. Cooktop range, $100. Plus $50 back on lights, grill, logs, and wall heaters. Call your Marshall County Gas office for more details. With locations in Arab, Albertville, and Guntersville. Or call toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
At the Carpet Store, Highway 431 in Albertville, we're more than just our name. Sure, we're carpet, but we're so much more. We're ceramic floors, showers, backsplashes. We're hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl tile. We're installation supplies, vinyl flooring, and remnants. Why not visit our beautiful showroom and let our professional sales staff show you all the things we are? The Carpet Store, Mosley Flooring, Highway 431 in Albertville, where we're so much more than just our name.
I said, what are you looking to improve on? He said, John, we just can't get inside the other team's 25-yard line and not come away with points. Tonight, that hasn't been a problem.
They've opened up their passing game, and we are set to go. Second half kick. Zuniga kicks off. Fair catch call for our 32-yard line, and that is where Austin will start. They'll have the ball to begin with here in the second half. Just underway, and looks like we may have a running clock for the second half, John. As am I looking at this right? The clock has not stopped. Okay, I forget our buddy is running the clock tonight. Seriously, and he said, I'm going to let it run every chance I get. And they finally made him stop it.
Well, let's just say that I know the clock operator, and he has been around football a long time. And I am very good friends with him, and he will do everything that he can to be able to help out a team that's down 42-7. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying – sometimes you need a little help somewhere, and tonight we got a zebra behind the clock that's going to try to get things rolling.
Don't prolong the agony when you can. So he gave us about 10 seconds there. So 11:48 to go. We're ready to go now.
Well, there's a homecoming dance, Barry.
Yeah, exactly. Number 2 quarterback J.L. Davis is in. He hands off. First man through 35, 36, 37-yard line. I would think you may see a lot of twos coming in for Austin. Probably not yet. Even though they're using their backup quarterback, running back picks up about 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they still got their starting offense. And remember that we talk about not necessarily a backup quarterback, Barry, kind of a 1A and a 1B between this young man and the Bailey kid who started a lot and they kind of used them interchangeably during the first half. And once again, Coach Perkins wanting to come out here, keep his offense firing as they did going into the halftime locker room, and comes out with a gain of about 2.
Davis low snap, quick throw, one hopper to the receiver, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 9. And, guys, how about Keith Ball giving up? He's back in the booth. Are you okay, Keith?
Oh, can you hear me? There we are. Yeah, well, you should have probably left me turned down for a second. Let me catch my breath. It's quite a walk, especially I went through their student section, which was the quickest way to get up here, and goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Did they give you a little grief?
They give me a little of the business, but I don't blame them.
You're being chest bumped and a couple of wedges, and he's ready to go.
Yeah.
Had to climb the ladder. We're on top of the press box here in Austin. So
reminds you of middle school again.
All right, 3rd down and 8. Fuqua, the running back, stays in. Davis back to pass. Looks, throws it deep left side. Man-to-man coverage going up. Makes the catch. There's a future college receiver, makes the catch on the 27-yard line. And I tell you, that was outstanding coverage. Is that a Hardaway?
Yeah, it's Hardaway.
He had perfect coverage, but that was a great pass and catch.
Yeah, number 6, Ethan Wynn, listed as a senior defensive back wide receiver. Hardaway with great coverage, but he throws it up kind of like what you see when Zuniga does it with Hunter Smith. In man-to-man, the best man can go get it. And that time, number 6, Ethan Wynn, senior wide receiver defensive back, comes down, makes a great catch on the far boundary.
27-yard line, first down and 10. Austin just joining us. Aggies scored first, 7-0. Then Austin comes back and scores 42 unanswered points. 10.5 to go in the quarter. Hands up to Fuqua. Fuqua cuts it right side, 25 to the 20. Stops, cuts, 15, 14, 13. What a move he put on Keegan Thompson. Thompson was standing there and just watched him go by. Great run by Fuqua. First down, Austin.
But you know right there, and yes, did he get by Keegan Thompson? Absolutely. But Keegan Thompson did one thing, Coach. He kept his outside free, and he forced Fuqua to go back inside of him. And when he did, a trailing Hunter Smith able to grab Fuqua from behind. So that'll go down in the stat book. Maybe Keegan, they'll look at it and say, well, not great. But I think it was a great play to run him back inside so the linebacker could make the tackle.
Yeah, didn't let him get around the corner. 12-yard line, first down and 10. Davis, quick drop left side, throws into the end zone. That was going to be a tough catch with the receiver. Incomplete, out of bounds, second down and 10.
It's a back shoulder throw, but Emmanuel Hardaway on the far side there read that very well. I thought he might have actually had a chance to jump that route. Discretion being the better part of valor, taking on the cornerback position. Going to have to make a perfect throw, and the quarterback-wide receiver connection just could not connect at the Albertville 2-yard line.
That's a long throw. That's from hash to the other side to the pylon. And like you said, that ball's thrown a little bit behind. If Hardaway gets that one, he might score a touchdown.
Hands off to Fuqua. Bounces left side 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, down to the 6, down to the 5. And it'll be close, actually short of a first down. So it's third down and short, third down at about 3 for Austin.
Left side of the Austin offensive line and a backside pulling guard able to kind of open it up for Fuqua. Follows his blocks, gets north and south. And Barry, if I'm not mistaken, Christian Ramirez able to come up and I can't find out the other one, but able to be the first man on the tackle.
5-yard line, hands off to Fuqua. Hit in the backfield, got him. Hey, great job breaking through Elijah Felix. Hits him in the backfield, back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. They'll be fourth down at about 2.
Great call there by defensive coordinator Tony Harper, bringing the blitz, even though it's a short field and a short down situation. Elijah Felix running the lane, able to get him behind the blocker, grab Fuqua from behind, wrap him up, and stop him about 2 yards shy of the first down.
Looks like they're going to go for it, I believe. Play clock 15. No signal yet. I would think they're going to go. Like I always say, a 35-point lead, never too safe.
I guess not.
42-7, 8:35 to go in the quarter. Austin's going to go. Quarterback drops, looks left side, throws to the ends. There's a pushing and shoving all around. They were both doing it. I like the no call by the official. Both of them had a handful of jersey. They went to the ground. How about Emmanuel Hardaway again?
Yeah, he's a tough cover cornerback, guys. He can run with anybody that they throw out there with him. Now, yeah, you've got a guy that's out there, their receiver is able to make some big-time plays, a college caliber football player. But Emmanuel Hardaway, when college coaches are looking at film of some of these guys, he's going to stand out tonight. He's able to run, John, right with these guys, in their hip pocket and cover them and doing a great job.
Well, and not only that, Barry, you alluded to it. Referee on the far side, both of them kind of pushing and shoving and hand checking a little bit about everyone, both people, and just letting the referees letting the boys play.
Aggie ball, 5-yard line. Zuniga hands off to Havis. X hits the line of scrimmage. Nowhere. The big Austin D line stands him up. No push at all on the Aggie O-line, so no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10, Albertville.
Well, those guys are big down there. Solomon in on the tackle. But I was trying to find number 55, Barry. Coach, I think earlier you said he about 2 biscuits away from 300. He's lined up literally at the nose tackle, able to slide left and get into the hole, just nowhere for Xavier to go. Makes a tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
And, guys, being down there on the field with this bunch when I was interviewing Coach and looking at them from up here and down there, totally different. They are big. They are They are a big bunch. They're athletic, and they're like a small college team.
Second down and 10. Zuniga turns, hands off to X. X stops, plants his foot. 6, 7, fighting to the 8-yard line. 3 hard yards for X. A gain of 3. It'll be third down and 7.
Earlier in the game, we said that Xavier and Solomon, their linebacker, had met 3 or 4 times on some pretty good collisions. That time, Solomon coming up from the outside linebacker position. I thought Xavier Havis was going to try to bounce it here to the near boundary. He saw Solomon, thought better of the wear, got north and south, but that is exactly what he needed to do, and he was able to gain 4 yards, Barry.
Third down and 6, they call it. 7:14 to go in the third. Alston up 42-7. Aggies with the ball first time here in the second half. Play clock down to 6, down to 5, and the snap. Zuniga, low snap, gets it back to pass. Throws left side. Hunter Smith there. Incomplete. Good battle downfield. Good pass by Zuniga. He threw it where only Hunter Smith could catch it. A little too far. Incomplete. I believe the Aggies will have to punt.
Yeah, and, and Hunter kind of looking around, but once again, a few moments ago, they let the hand checking go with their receiver and Hardaway. This time, Hunter Smith against number 6, Ethan Wynn. A little bit of hand checking going down. Barry, I like the fact that they're letting the wide receivers and the cornerbacks play a little football out here.
Absolutely. Aggies will punt. Haven't seen much. You know who I feel sorry for is the Austin punter. Watching him a few minutes ago warming up at the half. He's one of the best punters, but the guy does not get to see the field on nights like this because their offense is so good. So he's on the sideline just waiting to go in. One of the best punters we'll see all year. Zuniga, quick kick, gets rid of it. Away from everybody, going to take another. Boy, the football is not bouncing our way tonight. That one came back upfield. It's finally down to the 31-yard line. That's where Austin will start first and 10.
That should have been 15 right there.
I agree.
You can't hurdle a player that's laying on the field.
One of the Austin guys running across the field jumped over one of the Aggie players. It was impressive, but still.
Yeah,
it's dangerous because you got the homecoming dance coming up.
I know. You don't want to turn an ankle, and you got to go bust a move in just a little while.
Exactly. Or bust something else. The other player stood up.
Yeah.
So Austin takes over 42-7, 31-yard line. Looks like the ones are back out there. Even though he didn't start, the quarterback, J.L. Davis, he's a good one. He's back in the game. Looks like they brought in, well, if you got a number 2 guy like Kenneth Joshua, who's probably one of the best backs we've seen all year, and that's your number 2 back, then your backfield is loaded. Davis turns hands off to Joshua. 30, fighting for some yardage. Nice job by the Aggie defense breaking through as Ethan Owens grabbed him, slowed him down, and stops him for about a gain of 2.
Once again, the old buck sweep, backside guard, a belly play, backside guard, backside tackle, both pulling, and a great job there by Ethan Owens to undercut the original pulling blocker, the pulling guard, able to undercut him. And what I mean by undercut is get his pad level lower than the blocker, get back in the running lane, and make a great tackle around the legs of Joshua.
Second down and 8. Davis, the quarterback, hands off to, fake handoff, throws it to the end zone. There's your receiver. What a pass. Got it. Touchdown.
Wow.
Beautiful pass and catch. Got behind the defender. Touchdown, Austin.
Barry had 2 wide receivers on the far boundary. The outside wide receiver ran a sticks route, went about 4, 5, 6 yards and sat down. That forced the corner to stay with him. That had a mismatch between an outside linebacker and a wide receiver, and he gets behind the linebacker, and just an easy pitch and catch over the shoulder, and Austin trotting into the end zone.
Beautiful pass.
Oh, man. And he had somebody in his face, too, J.L. Davis. And he's only 11th grade quarterback. Is the Bailey kid, is he? Yeah, he's a senior. So they'll have this guy again next year. What a throw.
Wow, beautiful. Now for the point after. Kick is up. Looks good. And it's good. We'll take a timeout. 6:10 to go in the quarter. Austin on top 49-7. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
We know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Heading to work? Headed to play. Taking the grandkids to the beach.
Every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application, the approval, or to the payments.
We're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Austin adds 7 more here in the quarter. Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford scoring drive.
Yeah, the Austin defense had Albertville kind of camped in the shadow of their own goalpost. Short punt, just trying to get it out of there under pressure. Gives Austin the ball at the 31-yard line of Albertville. 2 plays later, Davis able to hit Potter on a 29-yard scoring strike. Extra point up and good. 6:10 left to go here in the third quarter, and Austin extending their lead to 49-7.
Come see the difference at Gilbert and Ball Ford, where Fords really do cost less in Albertville. We'll be naming the Aggie Player of the Game coming up, and I'm glad that the state has everything worked out to where we can honor them with a nice gift card from Legends of Albertville. Here's the kick, high kick, very short kick. Hunter Smith calls a fair catch, 27-yard line. What Coach Brown said at half, if you're looking for positives tonight, special teams, now that one's just a fair catch and no big deal, but in first half, we had some great returns, especially with Hardaway, who had the 95-yard touchdown kickoff return.
Yeah, and it's not only the return men who've done a great job tonight, but the blocking up front's been great. Able to move guys around, create those seams, able to get upfield, and that'll pay dividends when you get into a game where we're a little, matched a little better.
Yeah. Beautiful night here at Austin. 49-7 coming up next week. It's not non-region week. The Aggies don't have a game. Austin plays at Gardendale coming up next Friday night.
That won't be any easy task. Rockets are a really good football team.
So it'll be interesting to see how that one turns out. Here come the Aggies. 27-yard line. Zuniga, quarterback. X. Havis behind him. He'll turn, fake to X. Rolls right side, being chased. Wow, pressure. He's hit. Throws it away. That could easily be an almost roughing the passer. How about the young man who just Zuniga? This guy is like a deer running at Zuniga. Zuniga saw him out of the corner of his eye and just got rid of it. Jeremiah Carter was about to unload on him.
I think that was really, really close, Coach. Jeremiah Carter, he came in high, and I thought for a moment it happened right there in front of the white hat. Boy, if it wasn't helmet to helmet, it is about as close as you could get with going helmet to helmet.
And how fast is that guy? I mean, Zuniga has probably, 2.5, 3 seconds to get rid of that on a rollout where he's rolling the other way.
Back to the action. Low snap. Zuniga picks it up and throws it away again. It was a low snap, first of all. Now, he had 3 receivers in the pass formation, and there was nobody open. He had no choice but to get rid of it. Nobody open.
Coach, right there, low snap. Pressure's coming in on him, realizing that he's going to get sacked. And that, guys, he's an 8th grade quarterback. That type of play, you don't see many 8th grade quarterbacks. Realizes in trouble, finds Hunter Smith, and then hits the Gatorade cooler over here on the Austin bench.
Well, and talk about youth. We have 1 senior offensive lineman right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, 4 sophomores.
Yeah. All right. 3rd down, 10, Aggies, 27-yard line. Zuniga rolls right side, looks, has Revolt open down the side on the sideline. Got it. Revolt went up, made the catch. How about Revolt's speed he's showing tonight? He beat that defensive back and got open.
He absolutely has the speed to run with these guys. If we have time to get him the ball, he can do special things with it, John.
He was playing outside receiver and just ran an out route. Zuniga put it out there where only his guy was going to catch it, and he's never going to get credit. Is Jean-Pierre, number 9. Zuniga's rolling out. Outside linebackers coming up to get him, and Jean-Pierre picks off that outside linebacker, gives Zuniga the extra second or 2 to make that pitch and catch.
Nice pass by Zuniga, also 48-yard line, 1st down and 10. Zuniga the snap, turns, hands off to X. Stops, cuts back, 49 midfield, fighting, runs over a man, 48. That was a great run by X. He picks up about 5 yards. When he was hit at midfield, he just lowered his shoulder, planted his foot, and he run over one man to pick up 2 more yards.
And Xavier I thought he was going to be able to bounce it to the outside, credit the cornerback for Austin on the far side. And I believe right now we're going to get a 15-yard penalty, and that might be on the Albertville running back, Barry. we're going to see, because Albertville's pointing toward Austin, little giving them the business coming up from the pile from both sides. Let's see who gets it.
Yeah, well, there's an Austin guy, John. I don't know if you saw him. He was basically standing in the Albertville's huddle back here, and he was, it looks like it's going to go against Austin. He was jawing with the whole team over there, and and right in front of the white hat. They're not going to let you get away with that.
And I'm not going to call out the number, but let's just say that Coach Perkins and this young man are going to have a counseling session, because Coach Perkins is power walking down here to the 36-yard line, telling that young man that there's no calls for that in this game.
Yeah.
But what he just did was they had stopped us for no gain, but Barry, the personal foul for unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards, moves the chains.
I like that power walk. It looked like Jane Fonda going down there.
37-yard line, so another impressive Aggie drive. When you go back and look, if you can find this stat, Aggie's time of possession has probably been much longer than Austin.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And now we're using the clock, 4:44 to go in the quarter. Aggie's on the 37-yard line driving again.
Yep.
Thanks to the penalty, big first down.
5th play of the drive, Barry.
Men, wide left, wide right. Went back in the backfield. Zuniga using the play clock down to 7-6. The snap, drops back. Looks, has time, throws right side, Revolt in the end zone. There's a pile up at the 2-yard line. The defender that time basically pulled Revolt to the ground. Should be pass interference on Austin.
Boy, I thought Revolt was fixing to come back and talk to the referee, which he doesn't need to do, because let's just say that Coach Karcher and Coach Brown are letting them know, but the referee on the far side, so the line judge on the far side was checking everything in the middle, but a great job by the back judge, because Revolt had the defender turned around, was trying to come back and make a play on the ball, and a good defensive back's taught to interfere is better than a touchdown, and so the Austin defender grabs Revolt, pulls, especially in high school where it's not a spot foul, 15 more yards, and once again, Albertville able to move the chains.
Last 2 plays, 30 yards worth of penalties against Austin. So now you're on the Austin 22-yard line. It's the best drive the offense has had this game as far as deep inside Austin territory. 4:23 to go in the quarter, 49-7. Austin Aggies with the ball on the Austin 22-yard line. Zuniga fakes the handoff, rolls right side, looks, throws it behind Hunter Smith. Boy, he had to patiently wait for the receiver to break open, knowing he's about to get hit hard, Keith.
And you know how tough that is to stand there when you know those guys have been getting after you. Yeah, John's pointing at him down here. Go ahead, John.
Yep.
I think they were trying to pull the old Auburn Lutzenkirk in place, what they were trying to pull, and pressure got into his face, and he had to dump it to Hunter.
I've heard it called the shoot play.
Yeah.
Because you run the receiver or a tight end from the play side where the quarterback's rolling. He goes all the way across the formation. I think you're right. I think Coach Karcher drew that one up.
Yep.
If he could have stood there a little bit longer and threw it back across the field.
Yeah, I think he was wide open, Barry.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10 on the Austin 22. Zuniga turns hands off to X, hits the 21. That's going to be about it, a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9. The quick score in Guntersville Boaz. Guntersville leads 28-14, about 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Boaz playing them tough.
Yeah, Boaz is playing them tough. Hand off there, Zuniga gets it, gives it to X. X coming off this left side, and that's led by number 54, Reed Kitchens, and also number 76, Colton Battles. 79, also Jonathan Alexander out there, along with Judd Dalrymple. Everybody kind of a student body to the left. X gets in behind them. Great job by Austin to kind of stalemate it, but the Albertville offensive line able to gain a couple of yards, Bear.
Aggies see something they don't like. I don't know if they had enough players. They're going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout. 3:20 to go in the 3rd. Austin leads 49-7. Aggies driving. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal, community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's Community Channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of Community Channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter coming up 49-7. Aggies driving another score in Scottsboro Arab. Scottsboro's retaking the lead 21-14 at the end of 3. A lot of good games around the area tonight. All the scores coming up following our game right here with the high school football scoreboard.
Was it Sparkman and Florence that I said a while ago that was 7 – no, it was James Clemens and Florence.
Right.
That was 7-0. What about that's a defensive game right there.
This is a crazy region this year. The teams many people thought beginning of the year would walk away with this. Austin, they're 0-2 in the region right now.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the region records, guys coming into this game, Austin and Albertville were both 0-2 in the bottom, and Austin penciled in as region kind of preseason favorites. And right now it's, I would say, Sparkman's kind of the team to beat right now.
Keep an eye on James Clemens. They come into the night 2-0 in the region.
Yep.
Here we go. It'll be Aggie ball, 3rd down and 9. Definitely 2-down territory if you don't pick up a first down or score on this play. Definitely going to go for it. All right, Zuniga out of the gun. X stands behind him. Now he's motions out to the left. 5 receivers. Zuniga back to pass. Throws to the middle. X is there. Throws it short. Intercepted. 5-yard line to the 10. The return to the 15. Going to bring him down at the 12-yard line. That is a tough break for Zuniga because Xavier Havis had his man beat in the end zone, John.
He had him beat in the end zone, and Caleb Caudle, a 10th grade defensive back, just kept dropping in coverage, reading the eyes of the 8th grade quarterback. And Barry, you know when you come out of a timeout and they tell you this is your first read, that he probably got eye locked on him because the defensive back playing safety back there, just playing center field, kept dropping back, and Zuniga threw it right to him at the 3-yard line. He's able to bring it out to about the 13, but once again, an Albertville drive snuffed out by a turnover.
That's 2 drives we've had inside the 30-yard line. Great drives that they end with a turnover. That's unfortunate. And Zuniga put just a little more air into that one. Aggies had a touchdown. Austin takes over, new quarterback in, hands off, dancing around to the 15, 16. About 3-4 Aggies making the tackle. Trying to see the first Aggie there. I think that was Maddox Beck, one of the Aggies on the tackle. It's a gain of about 5.
Yeah, good job there by Maddox Beck making his way into the rotation along with Christian Ramirez and number 8 Elijah Felis, and able to come out of the bottom of the play. Young sophomore right there.
We got to interview Maddox. What was
sure
it, this
did.
past week?
Super nice guy.
Yeah, really good, nice young man.
Lyle, the number 3 quarterback, is checked in. Lyle hands off 20, 21, 25. Breaking tackles, 29 to the 30. Is that the number 3 back in? Let's see. I believe it is a new back in the game. Yep, that's Ethan Brooks. How about that for the number 3 running back, that kind of run?
Yeah, Ethan Brooks, just an underneath handoff, great blocking up front. But Barry was able to kind of spin out of him and able to get north and south. Christian Ramirez comes up limping a little bit. Judd Dalrymple checking in. So Barry now 2 sophomores along that front, and I think, Velas is a senior. So 2 sophomores lined up now across that defensive front.
Aggies are actually, Austin has changed the receivers. The 2s are in. The 3s are in the backfield. Quarterback high snap, quick pass right side. Got his man complete. 35 to the 40, 41-yard line. Wrapped up by 3-4 Aggies. First Aggie over there was Keegan Thompson. It'll be close to a Austin first down.
Quick out route to the outside, and he's able to throw it along the near boundary. Keegan Thompson able to come in and make a tackle. And as he drives that player down to the ground, Keegan Thompson now pointing over to the side. And the back judge, I think, he's trying to see Keegan maybe a little bit nicked up, Barry, because he kind of went down on his back and the back of his helmet. And don't think right now, and the coaches, I just saw the Austin coaching staff, they're pointing at Keegan Thompson. Back judge kind of wants to give him an injury timeout.
Yeah, I don't think the Aggie coaches saw him motioning. Austin turns, hands off, 45, 47. Laredo hit him, stood him up. Another Aggie helps finish him off. It's going to be a short gain of about 4.
John, go back to that last play. I think Keegan got landed on. When he made the tackle, the whole weight of the offensive player landed on his stomach and chest area. I think he might be sucking for some air right now.
He finally gets to come out. Hardaway checks in, so he gets a breather. A gain of 4, second down and 6. Under a minute to go in the quarter. 49-7. Austin with the ball again.
Hey, John, you remember what that used to feel like when you don't feel like there's any oxygen around you anywhere?
That's awful. Back to pass. Lyle rolling to his left, throws to the sideline. What a pass and a catch. 39-yard line, and that's the number 3 quarterback in the game right now.
Inside slot receiver. They got the mismatch that they were looking for. They got number 13, Sean Bannister, a junior wide receiver, matched up on a linebacker, and he's able to do a deep out route. Linebacker can't get over there. You said it, Barry, just an easy pitch and catch right here in front of us along the far boundary, pushed out at the 41-yard line.
A lot of Huntsville teams hoping he enters a transfer portal at the end of the year. Wow.
I was looking at the third-string running back, the third-string quarterback. This is what you call quality depth, guys.
That was the most impressive pass we've seen all night from the number 3 quarterback. Do it all the way across the field, threw a dime right into the hands of the receiver. Back to the action, hands off. They're going to stand him up at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Aggie D-line. One of the first guys there was Ethan Owens. Who else was there trying to see the other Aggies? That's a good job of the Aggie D-line, a gain of 1.
Was that number 21, Bryson Parker, that was able to get in there and make a tackle?
Might have been.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, coming up from his defensive back position.
Third quarter is over. We'll take a timeout after 3. Austin in control, 49-7. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh. Quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
You walk in the door, it's a hometown atmosphere, just a great place to purchase a vehicle.
We're going to do what we say we're going to do.
I've been a customer for over 8 years and I love it.
The customer can relax and feel like that there's no pressure.
We've had a very good experience. I will come back here to buy whatever cars that we are going to buy in the future.
We don't try to steer you in a different direction.
For us, we don't need to go anywhere else.
We want everyone that walk in that feel like they're at home, that they're part of our family. Because at Sand Mountain Toyota, we are more than a dealership.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Pliers.
Pliers.
Phone. Care can be distracting.
Phone.
That's why our new Whirlpool Smart Range lets you care smarter with control from anywhere. So life doesn't revolve around your range.
Give me that Phillips screwdriver, would you, kiddo?
Every day, care. Whirlpool.
Your local source for Whirlpool products and service is Bond's Appliance in Gunnersville.
Back fourth quarter coming up 49-7. Not a bad quarter for the Yankees. We only lost that one 7-0. And I know that they've now taken some of their starters out, but this Aggie offense, they should have had 7 points, Sean. We had the turnover inside the 20-yard line, but then Austin took it away from us.
Yeah, and there's a correction that I want to make. Great drive, as you said, Barry. It went 8 plays until we ended up having the interception, and I accidentally called number 79, Jonathan Alexander. It's actually Chase Bynum, Barry, and Chase Bynum having a very good football game tonight. Having to move over to center tonight, John, and I haven't seen maybe there's a couple of low snaps, but he's had some pretty good snaps all night.
Injured hand, got his thumbs all wrapped up on his left hand.
I know all about that.
Yeah. Second down and 9, back to pass, rolling right side. Lyle being chased. Those got his man wide open, 35 to the 30. They'll drag him down. Nice job chasing him down. Peyton Jones, but it's still enough for a first down.
Yeah, that time they had trips, wide receivers on the far side. Sent one of them deep. One of them just kept kind of a square in. The other one did a deep out. He had Peyton Jones on his back hip. Just a pitch and catch on the outside, throwing it where his receiver could make the catch. Peyton did a great job, however, coming up, getting the player out of bounds at about the 28-yard line.
First down and 10, 28-yard line, 11:50 to go. Clock is stopped. Austin ball third-string quarterback in the game. Quadir Lyle looking fantastic. Lyle hands off, third-string back. Wow. 15-10, 5. He hit a special gear, left everybody behind. Touchdown, Austin.
Just underneath, is that Ethan Brooks, the 10th grader?
Yeah.
I mean, just an underneath handoff. Got a great job there by his offensive line. And Barry, when he got to the linebacker core, let's just say when he crossed the line of scrimmage, I don't – Fords do cost less. I don't know if a Mustang was going to go that fast, guys.
Hey, you know on the Mario Kart game where you're driving along and you run over the little turbo thing and you just take off? That's what he looked like. He ran over something, kicked it in about 3 extra gears, took off. Looks like extra points up and good.
The attempt is good.
11:44 to go in the game. Austin makes it a 56-7 game. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Everything that we do, we try to do the right thing, own our core values and our statement of purpose. That's the way we live each day.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Natural gas appliances from your Marshall County Gas District gives your home the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. And you can get great rebates on brand new natural gas appliances. Gas furnace, a $1,000 rebate. Tankless water heaters, $300. Clothes dryer or gas lights, $200. Cooktop range, $100. Plus $50 back on lights, grill, logs, and wall heaters. Call your Marshall County Gas office for more details. With locations in Arab, Albertville, and Guntersville. Or call toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Ball forward scoring drive.
Austin starting at their own 13-yard line. 7 plays later, they're able to go 87 yards. 18 yards out. Running back Brooks able to take it all the way to the house. Extra point up and good. Start warming up the DJ, Barry, for the homecoming dance. 56-7, Austin winning here at home.
Come see the difference at Gilbert and Ball Ford, where Fords really do cost less in Albertville. 56-7, 11:44 to go in the game. Aggies 2 men back deep. That's where it all started. Hardaway took the opening kick about 95 yards later into the end zone. Since then, it's been 56 unanswered points by Austin. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for by Hunter Smith. And we'll start on the 30-yard line. I would hope they begin putting in some of their backups on defense for the Aggies. I'd say just stay with what you got and keep them going, because we're basically playing with mostly a JV squad anyway when you get down to it.
And guys, do you notice, all right, so number 90 who's trotting out there is Rico Willingham. And Rico Willingham is the number 2 nose tackle. And my man Rico is going to come in there at about 6'4", about 240, and he's the backup. And then you got number 58 checking in the game. That's Obi Smith. He's a senior defensive end, and he's taller and bigger than Willingham on the inside, but that's their number 2s. I mean, Barry, you hate to say it, but they're putting their 2s and 3s on the field right now.
And he's at least 6'6", 6'7".
I was going to say, my man looks like LeBron James out there playing defensive end.
All right, Aggie ball. Zuniga turns, hands off to X. X stops, cuts. Got a little room, 35. Runs over a man, 37-yard line. I tell you, Xavier Havis is getting better. We told him this Wednesday night, better and better every game.
Number 2.
Looked like that was
on the tackle.
Trying to see, number 50 came up for the Austin Black Bears, Barry. That's number 50 is DeMarcus Orr. And there's a sophomore. So about their threes kind of getting into the game a little bit, making a tackle, as was, I believe it was number 4, Maurice Jones, coming up making a play too.
I think X kind of tweaked his ankle earlier in the game. He takes himself out for a play. He kind of got up hobbling. A gain of 7. Laredo checks back in. 2nd down and 3 at the give to Laredo up the gut. They're going to hit him at the line of scrimmage, fighting to the 39, maybe the 40. That is close. Should be enough for a first down. Is that a first down for Laredo? Let's see. They're going to give him the first spot. Good spot. Should be enough.
They'll move the change for the Aggies. First down.
Yeah, it was a great job there. Laredo just following his blocks north and south. It looked like he was able to – he went head-to-head, guys, with number 9, Jeremiah Carter. And there's a senior linebacker who's in the second string. And Laredo able to win that battle, Barry, and move the chains.
First down, 10:22 to go in the game. 56-7, Austin on top. Aggies moving it. They've moved the ball. Now, the stats are not going to be that bad when the game is all said and done. We've actually had some offensive yards, but unfortunately had some big turnovers, and Austin's offense is so powerful. Zuniga throws it deep down the field, coming back. Revolt, did he make the catch? He came back. The official is there. He's going to give it to him. He's got it. 30-yard line. What a catch by Revolt.
Yeah, and right there, C.J. Zuniga understands that he's got Dez on the far boundary, locked up man-to-man coverage, kind of heaves it up there with the receivers, most of the receivers here along the near boundary, so it's man-to-man coverage. The ball's short, defensive back doesn't know where it is. Dez slams on the brakes, undercuts the defender, makes a great catch at the Austin 30-yard line.
You actually outrun the pass play, had to come back and make the catch. Revolt showing some amazing speed here tonight. First down 10 on the Austin 30-yard line. Zuniga hands off to Laredo. Dances around one man, 28, 27-yard line. Laredo, the hole he wanted to hit was clogged. He chose a different direction and picks up about 3 yards.
Once again, just a throwback to that old Larry Zonka, John Riggins type running back where, Coach, he gets the ball, he gets north and south. Nothing pretty about his running. Just he wants to run over you, not afraid of contact, but he's able to eat up yards and move the chain.
He falls into that style. Yep. I wished he weighed 250 pounds like Zon because he'd be dangerous.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7, using all the play clock the Aggies can. 8:58 on the game clock. 2nd and 7, Zuniga back to pass. Throws it left end zone. Double covered. Dez goes up. Brought to the ground. They're going to say incomplete. There's double coverage. That could have went either way. He came back. A lot of pushing and shoving. No flag thrown.
Coach, it looked like he had a kind of a bracket coverage where they had the corner on his hip but brought the safety over the top because he seems to be the biggest threat in the wide receiver core right now. And I know Dez is wanting interference, but once again, the referees have been letting the defensive backs and the wide receivers hand check all night. Don't start calling it now.
So 3rd down 7. 8:49 to go in the game. 56-7. Kind of surprised we're not seeing a running clock. Thought we might here in the 4th quarter. Aggies driving again. They've had the ball 3 times inside the Austin 30 and couldn't punch it in. Zuniga back to pass right side. Overthrows Hunter Smith. That was good coverage, but Hunter had a step on the defender. Incomplete pass.
Well, Barry, looked like, Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, looked like Austin kind of brought a blitz. And number 25 and 52 running unimpeded. Zuniga feels that and just kind of throws it where either Hunter's going to get it or it's going to hit one of the cheerleaders.
And that's really a good throw by him. If you're watching, I watched him the whole play that time. He puts that ball exactly where you want him to throw it, and he throws it really early, way before Hunter comes out of his break, and just a little bit further than Hunter could get, but really good throw by an 8th-grade quarterback.
C.J. Zuniga, just a good-looking quarterback. 4th down and 4th and 7. Zuniga back to pass. Looks to the middle. Hunter Smith there. Double coverage. Incomplete. Couldn't get back to it. Zuniga threw it a few yards ahead of him, hoping he might could get back and make a play, but Hunter couldn't get there in time. Incomplete, and Austin takes over.
But Zuniga, Barry, threw that in a great spot. Yeah. I mean, literally hit the top of the tee in the Austin end zone. Hunter Smith kind of runs a little fake out route and then goes at what you call an out and up, but it was kind of an out, up, and then back to the post, and Hunter just couldn't get there. Zuniga threw an absolutely wonderful ball. Hunter with a little bit more speed, but also I think the safety was pawing at his shoulder pad a little bit as he was going up through there. Good no call, but also a great pass. Any other time that could have been a touchdown.
Aggies got some new faces in the game. Danny Snow, number 18, just checked in. We'll get some more of the numbers in a moment. First down and 10. Quarterback turns, hands off, new running back. Oh, he was pounded. What a job by the Aggie defense. How about number 77, Elijah Hernandez? He just destroyed that running back and brought him down for no gain at all.
Yeah, with a 5'8", 224-pound sophomore able to get into the game. And Barry, you alluded to it, form tackle, came up, wrapped up, took the running back's legs out from under him, and unceremoniously slammed him back down to the turf at the 27-yard line.
That was a great tackle. Number 24, Jude Fan, has checked in the secondary. Also, Andrew Gilbert, number 1, is checked in as a defensive back. High snap, hands it off, gets away from one man, 30, 35, dragging a tackler to the 43-yard line. There's a very late flag coming in, way down the field.
I think you're going to get one of the Austin wide receivers. He's on the far side hash mark, and one of the defenders for Albertville trying to come over the top. And when he did, the receiver just took a run at him. I think they're going to maybe get him coached for a blindside block.
Yeah.
And because the back judge, they're going to get him a block in the back, but that was still a blindside block.
Guys, did we steal one of their French fries or something for the ball game? I mean, they're still playing all their starting offensive linemen.
Yeah, they are.
That's a 12th grade. The game listed as a fullback, Maddox Mitchell, number 28, that just carried every one of the Aggie defensive players on his back and it still picked up about 8 yards right there. You think that they'd start subbing in some offensive linemen?
And Barry, when you still look at their center 6'3", 270, the right guard 6'3", 250, the other left guard 6'2", 250. As you said, Coach, every one of them a biscuit or two away from 300 pounds.
That is amazing. Huge offensive line. They mark it off the penalty, second down and long. High snap, Lyle pulls it down, hands off. One man misses, 43-yard line. Aggies had a chance for a tackle for a loss. Instead, the running back gets the first down. And that is a number, I guess, 4 or 5 running back.
I think it's their 5th, guys.
Well, and you're right, Barry. The snap was high. Great job by the 3rd or 4th string quarterback to bring it down, get it into the breadbasket. And then, to be honest with you, Barry, if Cooper McClendon doesn't bring all 5'10", 141 pounds of his 9th grade self up in there, he may be going to the house. Great tackle there by the freshman.
First down and 10, 43-yard line. Austin on top, 56-7, 7:09 to go in the game. Lyle turns, hands up, bobbles the handoff. He does get it back, gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Laredo is there. Laura Saints there making the tackle. Second down and 10.
Here along the near side, just a great job of penetration by that young defensive line. I mean, Judd Dalrymple down there. Number 22, which is Elijah Laura Saint. You also had number 29 in the game, Jacob Laughlin. All those guys getting good penetration and then allowing the linebackers to come up and make a tackle. Good job there right at the point of attack.
Going to be second down and 10, 6:29 to go in the game. Austin on their 43-yard line up 56-7. They led 42-7 at the half. Turns, hands off, looks for some room, stops, cuts back to the middle, 45-46. Slinging him down. Hey, nice tackle by Draven Hendricks. Number 88 came in, slung him down, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, Judd Dalrymple also, Barry, coming down the line of scrimmage there, literally right in front of me on the press box. Judd Dalrymple coming down the line of scrimmage, and you said it, Draven Hendricks coming in to finish it off. I actually had a chance to coach both of those in Pee Wee ball. It's kind of fun to sit up here and watch some of the guys that you coached when they were little, and now they've gotten a little bit older. Great tackle by 2 of those young guys.
Gain of 5, third down and 5. Aggies subbing in and out. Back in the game, Danny Snow just checked back in. 5:41 to go in the game, 56-7 Austin with the ball. Lyle hands up, got him in the backfield. What a tackle. Back at the 40-yard line. Laredo broke through and hit him at the point of where he took the handoff, and a big loss back to the Austin 41-yard line.
Big time play there by Laughlin. Underneath handoff going to the far boundary. Laughlin comes up like he is fired out of a cannon and absolutely destroys the running back. Loss of about 4, making it 4th down and 12. Great play and a great job, Barry, on this drive by the Albertville Aggie defense, even be it be young.
Jordan Laredo, great tackle. He's done well on both sides of the ball tonight. 4th and 12. We may get to see the punter for the first time tonight. I think he's already gone over to where the homecoming dance is going to be. He's already checked out.
Barry, he's already gone to the lockers, took a shower. Yeah, you're right.
I really don't know if they can find him.
Timeout.
There he is. Now he's got. They honestly couldn't find him. Now he's ready. So he's going to come out. Let's see if Keith has made it to the sideline. Keith, are you down there yet?
I got it, guys. Y'all hear me?
I don't know what they're burning here, but this is like some kind of huge.
It's like a
I don't know.
homecoming bonfire or something.
It's either a homecoming bonfire, John, or a house fire somewhere. It smells
awful.
terrible.
It does. It's awful.
Messing my sinuses up.
Yeah, so Keith is going back from the top of the press box down to the sideline. We'll be trying to catch Coach Brown after the game. 56-7 is the score.
And out trots, you said it, Barry. They had to go find him, but they found number 38, which is Chet Lohman. He's a senior. And, Barry, what about this? He has a bunch of Division II offers, but right now, you know who's in the lead? Western Kentucky.
Wow.
So he may be punting in the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. That's a pretty decent little football team.
Absolutely.
He's going to have a chance to play on Saturdays. I hope, not because I want Albertville to get pinned deep, but, guys, Barry, we haven't seen him live in action.
No.
I want you to see this cat because when he punts it, you can tell he's going to be punting on Saturdays.
The ball is on the 40. We'll see where this lands. Aggie sending nobody back deep. And the snap, the kick, high kick, deep kick, end over end. It's going to take a bounce at the 20. Going to bounce inside the 15 to the 10 to the 8-yard line. So, yeah, you go from about a 40 to the 8. That's about a 52-yard punt with no return.
Guys, he came in and earned his team meal in one play.
He sure did. They honestly couldn't find him a second ago. That's why they had to call a timeout to get the punter out there.
I mean, you just see certain players and you're like, okay, you know, we say they're going to play on Saturday. You mean, snap was a little bit high. He steps, boots it out of there just shy of the 30-yard line, knows what he's trying to do, gets the roll, and pins Albertville inside the 10-yard line.
That's a weapon.
I mean, that's what he does, you know.
That's a weapon. Aggies take over. Let's see if there's some new Aggie faces. I think I see some new offensive linemen coming in. We'll try to get some names.
Got 75, Barry, if I call them out to you.
Colton Battles is out there, number 76. Christian Ramirez, he stays out there.
Like Reed Kitchens is still out there.
Looks like Laredo stays in the backfield with, is that still Zuniga? It is Zuniga. Hands off to Laredo. Sidesteps one man to the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple of yards on the carry.
Well, Barry, that's what – you're in the shadow of your own goalpost back at the 8-yard line. It's probably not the most conducive spot to throw out your young kids right there. So out comes kind of your starting offensive line with Zuniga, and then the hard running back Laredo. We talked about him kind of being a throwback to old school, and just trying to get you out of the shadow of your own goalpost there with a really hard but yet good 3-yard run.
Game clock running, 4:02 to go in the game. It'll be 2nd down and 9, Albertville. Play clock down to 8, down to 7. Zuniga from the 10-yard line hands it. Nope, fakes to Laredo. Back to pass, looks, throws it deep left side. Hunter Smith goes up in traffic. Did he make the catch? Let's see.
Yes.
Yes, what a catch by Hunter Smith between two defenders. Comes down around the 30-yard line. First down, Albertville.
He was lined up by Coach. I think he was lined up as an inside slot receiver, kind of ran a flag, got behind the corner and in front of the safety, and Zuniga, once again, just a beautiful pass.
And Hunter having to go up in the ladder, John, and catch that one. And like you said, Zuniga put it exactly where he needed to put it. Nobody else could get it except for Hunter. He goes up and makes a great catch.
What's impressive, it's a 56-7 game. He still goes up, and knowing he's going to land flat on his back, makes the catch, comes down hard, holds on to the football. First down, Albertville. 30-yard line. Zuniga hands off to Laredo. Stops, cuts, back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to swarm all over him, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Hey, Coach, you're down there where Laredo is. Would you tell him he's a north-south runner? He's not a slasher. That time trying to bounce it a little bit, getting visions of grandeur from Xavier, and unceremoniously dumped right up the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he ran right into one of his offensive linemen right there, tried to bounce it out to the left, and there was nothing but a sea of orange jersey out to the left.
2nd down and 9, clock running, 2:41 to go in the game. Hard to believe Aggies jumped on top 7-0. 56 points later, they're down 56-7. Quick pass left side, Hunter Smith makes the catch, steps out of bounds. Nice little about 5-yard gain.
Well, and right now the defensive backs you can tell from Austin, laying back 7, 8, 10 yards. And so that out route is going to be there. Coach is obviously the defensive back coach from Austin telling keep everything in front of you, keep everything in front of you. Safeties playing a little bit deeper. And so that pitch and catch for 5 or 6 yards should be there all the way down the field, Barry.
Clock stopped, 2.5 to go in the game. I'm surprised they didn't let the clock keep running on that one, but it stopped. 2.5 left. Aggies first down on the 56-yard line, 31-yard line. Sorry, there's down 56-7, and the Aggies, after scoring the opening kick, they've been shut down. Dez, the catch, breaks the tackle, 45-40, down the sideline, foot race, 20-10. He will score. No flags, touchdown Albertville.
Wow, what a great play here along the near boundary. You had Dez Revolte lined up in single coverage. He runs an out route. Zuniga throws it exactly where he's got to be. The corner comes up to make the tackle. He misses, and Dez has lightning speed, and he is absolutely gone. The defensive backs from Austin can't come over the top, and Barry, he caught it at about the 38-yard line, and then he was absolutely gone to the house.
Showing us a lot of speed. He's had a really good game tonight. Receiving, that time a missed tackle cost Austin. Yes, it's their backups, but still, Revolt, I think he's becoming more and more of a weapon as a receiver. You know, he's accepted the fact now that, hey, C.J. Zuniga, he's our quarterback. He's the man. I'm going to do what I can to help. I'm going to play wide receiver. That time, touchdown catch, and the extra point is blocked. No good. We'll take a timeout. 2:18 to go in the game. It's 56-13. You're listening to Aggie Football on Power 107.5.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family-owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
At the Carpet Store, Highway 431 in Albertville, we're more than just our name. Sure, we're carpet, but we're so much more. We're ceramic floors, showers, backsplashes. We're hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl tile. We're installation supplies, vinyl flooring, and remnants. Why not visit our beautiful showroom and let our professional sales staff show you all the things we are? The Carpet Store, Mosley Flooring, Highway 431 in Albertville, where we're so much more than just our name.
Catch. Here's your Gilbert and Ball Ford scoring drive.
Barry, a few moments ago we were talking about the punter who laid that ball all the way in at the 9-yard line. What about this? Albertville, 5-play, 91-yard drive, Zuniga to Revolte on a 62-yard touchdown. He takes it all the way to the house. Extra point, however, got to work on that a little bit. But Albertville band able to play the fight song as they draw a little bit closer. 2:18 to go, but Austin up 56-13. But Albertville not quitting, and that's what you want to see.
Without our buddy Chris Jenkins here, I'm curious on what the numbers are going to be on Zuniga as far as passing yards.
It's going to be I'll actually get those to you. We might can report on them during the Coach Burt Brown show.
Because he's had a couple of long completions. That one, a big one to Des Revolt for the touchdown. 2:18 to go.
He's north of 100 for sure.
Absolutely. I'm guessing around 200.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd say 180 to 200.
Probably easily the best game he's had of his career.
And he's lined up to kick it, boys.
Yeah. Here's the kick. High kick. He's going to kick it out of bounds. Austin will begin on the 35-yard line. 2:18 left, 56-13. Next week the Aggies are off. With an open week, good chance to get any kind of bumps and bruises healed, hopefully. Didn't really see anybody other than X Havis kind of maybe tweak an ankle as far as injuries tonight, Keith. I don't know if you noticed anybody else, but that's really the only thing I've seen happen tonight.
Well, and I think Xavier ran out there for the extra point, so I think he's okay.
Yeah.
And I think he's had that injury for a couple of games where it's just kind of nagged him a little bit. But so far, knock on wood, I think we've come out of this one fairly healthy. I don't see anybody over here under the 10th.
Right.
Barry, looks like we've got Maddox Beck in the game. You've got number 78, Brian Ferdinand. Number 22 is Elijah Laura Saint, but also number 77 checking in at linebacker, and that looks like that's Elijah Hernandez.
And we're set to go. How about number 13 in front of us here, John? Those shoes. You need you a pair of those. Those are like bright neon shoes. I think the Oregon Ducks must have sent him those. He'll turn, hands off, up the middle, 40, 45, almost broke free. Good job at Laura St. bringing him down. It'll be a gain of about 7.
Boy, if Laura St. doesn't grab those neon shoes that you were talking about, Barry, there's going to be one cat for Albertville between him and the end zone. So a great job there by Laura St. to hold on and bring him down at the 49-yard line.
Look at the other guy, Sean Bannister, here in front of us. Those shoes. Keith, can you see him over there?
Oh, yeah. He's not going to hide in the clover patch.
Looks like he's wearing like 2 of those highlighters, like what you highlight the book with.
I like those. 1:41 to go in the game. 2nd down and 4 for Alston on the Aggie 49-yard line. Lyle hands off up the middle, 49, 47, 46. First down. Bottom of the pile, there's Laura St. again. I tell you, Elijah Laura Saint's played a good game. And now it's getting time for the player of the game. My vote's going to go to Emmanuel. I got to go to Hardaway. For the kickoff return, he's played some good defensive back tonight too.
Yeah, he's had the kickoff return for a touchdown. Plus, I mean, he had, 2 really good ones after that before they stopped kicking him the ball.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but he's played a heck of a job out there as defensive
Yep.
back.
That's right.
Gave Albertville their first lead of the season. I think all 3 votes have been cast. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
It's the Legends Player of the Game. Guys, like to do the honors there, John?
Yeah, Power 107.5 Legends Player of the Game. Why be average when you can be legendary? Going to end up giving the Albertville Legend Player of the Game to Barry.
1 second here. They're going to take a knee.
That's what I was
So
waiting
let
on,
the
sorry.
clock wind down. So we'll go back to the Student Athlete of the Week. And again, we're glad that the High School Athletic Association worked out the problems we had over the couple of weeks with giving gift cards to players. That's all been straightened out now. And for our Student Athlete of the Week, John, it goes to Titus Fritz this week.
Yeah, and sorry, a few moments ago I was waiting for them to see what they were going to do on the snap. Emmanuel Hardaway, the Legends Player of the Game. Power 107.5, Papa Doobie's Student Athlete of the Week. Remember, guys, stay in school. Don't you be no po' boy. That one going to Titus Fritz, who the coaches are very, very high on. Doing a lot in practice, earning his spot on the travel squad this week.
And they take a knee, and the clock will wind down to 0. It was 42-0 at the, 42-7 at the half. So if you break it down for second half, it was a 14-6 second half.
14-6 second half. A lot of things that I think Albertville can build on. When it was our youngsters playing their youngsters, pretty even football game, Barry.
And Keith will make his way out to middle of the field. We'll try to grab Coach Brown coming up in a couple of minutes. We would say we'd give you some final stats, but our buddy Chris Jenkins is off tonight. And none of us are mathematically gifted enough to handle them. Next week, Aggies are off. Now, we'll be on the air coming up next Friday. We're going to be at Douglas home game against West Point coming up next Friday night. You can catch all the action beginning at 6:30. Then the Aggies are back on the air coming up a week from Thursday. It'll be a road game traveling to Huntsville. So we'll be on the road. Keith, before we catch Coach Brown, you had a chance to watch the game up here on the press box with us and seeing it from this angle. There's a lot of positives, but you saw a very explosive Alston team. Overall, the Aggie offense did not play bad at all.
Guys,
the defense has ran into a buzzsaw with this Alston offense.
Well, I'm telling you, man, they're so explosive. I got to see the game from all kind of angles. Down here, up there. I was up and down the ladder like a squirrel about 3 times. But, yeah, this Alston team, like we talked about, Sparkman, is built to go, the distance or go a long way when they get in the playoffs. I actually walked to the wrong side of the field, and I'm going to have to chase them back over here. But, John nailed it right there when he said, hey, when they played their young guys at the end of the game against our guys who are very young, we matched up.
Yeah.
Everything looked similar. So, I was talking to John Allen over there just a second ago. He said, we just got to hang in there. We've got to build this program. You've got to get these guys, to where they're juniors and seniors, and there's 20, 25, maybe even 30 of them. And it just takes time to build a program back from scratch, And that team over there, they're not trying to build. They are built, and they're built ready to go.
You hate it for the Aggie seniors this year. You have a small group, but even though the Aggies are building for the future, you hate it for these seniors who are having to go through this. But, hey, there's so much fight in these seniors. They have a lot to be proud of.
Well, and I had a chance to talk to them before the season started. And I think we all knew, barring some really, really good luck, that this was going to be a tough season. And one of the things that I had the chance to tell those seniors was, you have the opportunity right now to build a legacy. And I said, it might not come out on the wins and losses. And I said, but the way you carry yourself, the way that you go to practice, the way that you take the coaching from Coach Brown, all the little things that you do will begin to build the foundation of a legacy. And I think some of those seniors have taken that to heart, and they're doing a good job. And the reason why, and pulling them aside, saying, guys, the reason why you got to build the foundation is the really young kids. The sophomores and the freshmen are looking at you. And whether or not we win a game or not, if you put down that senior leadership and you build the foundation, then in 20 years when Albertville's doing good again, you can come back to this year and say, we might not have won a game, but we built the foundation that's lasted and has brought Albertville back. And I think right now that you're seeing these kids, and they're playing tough, guys. They're playing tough. They're just, I said it every week, Barry, they're just kind of outmanned and outgunned right now. And here in a couple of years, we'll have bullets in our gun, and we'll be able to do the things that these guys are doing. C.J. Zuniga's going to grow up. The Cooper Scotts are going to grow up. You're going to have the Keegan Thompsons and all of these guys. All of these guys are going to begin to grow up, and when they grow up and they're in the weight room and they're doing the things they need to do, then more ball players hopefully come on board, because I know that this coaching staff constantly recruiting in the hallways at Albertville to get some more kids to come out. And when they do, once again, Albertville faithful, just to use what was it? Was it Dennis Franchione at one time that said, hold the rope? And right now, you just got to hold the rope and hold on. And guys, I've been there. I've been there in terms of if you'll remember, Barry, you and I are about similar age. Etowah was horrible. And then we had a new coaching staff that came in, and we were able to kind of turn a corner. Now, it didn't hurt that we had Patrick Nix and those guys back there, but we were able to turn a corner and set a foundation for the way Etowah football is going to be played. And I think these seniors and these juniors and this team out there right now, and the 56 that made the travel roster and came over here, there's nothing to hang their head about. And the Albertville faithful, when they see them on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, need to pat them on the back, because these guys are fighting to literally the very last play.
There's something I want to say, and don't misunderstand me. The Aggies are probably not going to go, we don't know, 5-0 in the second half of the season. But remember, the three region teams we played, many consider them to be the number 1, 2, and 3 teams in the region. It gets just a little easier in the second half of the season. And it made the scores maybe the same, I don't know. But I think we have a better chance of playing. We've got James Clemens, Huntsville, Bob Jones, and Grissom. Yes, they're good, but I think we match up a little better with them.
Well, and Sparkman's beating Grissom 51-0 right now.
Yeah.
So you would think we would have a chance maybe to play with Grissom. And Coach, I think you've got Coach.
Yeah, down here with Coach Brown. Coach, there in the second half, when you put their younger guys against our guys, we're talking about how young they are. Dadgum, we matched up pretty good with them.
Yeah, well, they had their Mike Backer still in the game, number 10. He was in the game the whole game. Their starting corner, number 4, was in there the whole game. We completed some passes on him. Hunter made a great catch. So, it's frustrating, but you got to, I have to understand, because I get frustrated. We got a bunch of puppies playing, and they're fighting their butts off. They're doing the best that they can do. And I told them, I said, we've probably played 3 top 10 teams, if you want to be honest, at 7A football in the state of Georgia, their last 3 football games. And one of them could be number 1 if they could get some discipline, So I like the fight these kids got. I mean, when I have to keep reminding myself that, the kids that are out there. I mean, I looked in the defensive huddle one time, and I don't believe I saw anybody that is close to shaving.
No, and you're exactly right, and that's a great way to put it. And like you said, there's no telling when you finish this season out where Sparkman and where this bunch is going to be ranked at the end of the year. But, Coach, we were talking about it just a second ago. Talk about the few seniors we have that are out here that have stuck it out, and we're going to build this program off their backs moving forward and the buy-in that they have.
Well, yeah, I mean, Elijah Felix and Reed and X and, Hunter Bowman and I mean, Brian, and I'm going to leave guys out, I know, but we got a bunch of seniors that haven't quit. They kept busting their tails, and, that's what I've met with them several times, talked about that, because they're going to be the bunch that really started this thing, and they're leading by example. I mean, X is running out there with dudes that, we, like I said, I mean, if you're a senior tailback, you're running behind those guys, and you got an 8th grade quarterback, that's tough, man, and he's got a great attitude. He's working his butt off, so I appreciate those guys. But, we've been recruiting the hallways of our school, and we've got some kids that I think are going to come out here after football season and get in the weight room. Somebody said, why don't you let them come out now? Well, that ain't how I work. You're going to have to put money in the bank. And like everybody else has, that's my philosophy and always has been. And because I don't think it's fair to the guy that's worked coming 4 days a week in the summer to just somebody show up and playing from. That's not how it works, man. And so we're trying to build it. We're trying to build things and really change a culture that, man, oh man, it sure did need one.
Yeah. Well, and we appreciate you guys coming in. And we've been seeing this for a couple of years, the change that needed to take place, and we appreciate you. And we think that we've got the right guys to come in here and do it, and it's going to be a tough job, but all you can do is keep plugging along at it.
Yeah, man, I looked up, it's 35-7 in the first quarter, and I was just like, I don't know that I've ever had it 35-7 in the first quarter in my coaching career, but, you just got – I had to keep reminding myself – that we have an 8th grader playing quarterback that looked pretty dang good there at the end. He's getting better and better. And that's what I keep telling these guys. Just keep getting yourself better every day. And, we got a bye week next week. We're going to practice. I'm giving them the weekend off. We're going to practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm giving them Thursday and Friday off. They're coming back in Sunday like a regular week. So, we've got to go up to Huntsville and we're not going to – they're not a bad football team. I'm not saying that, but they ain't the last two. Those two offensive lines that we've played the last 2 weeks, man, I've stood on it. I've coached against SEC football teams in college, and those guys had 3 dudes that might make somebody on Alabama's offensive line look small.
Well, and that's what we're talking about. I came down here from up there and was walking around and was like, they look like a college football team right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm not so sure they're wanting a bus slide in here from some junior college in Mississippi.
I agree, Coach. Well, I appreciate the time. Yeah, have a good trip back, and we'll see you next week.
All right, Keith. Appreciate it. We'll see you in a few minutes.
All right.
That's going to be it for us, John. We're going to be heading back home. Again, Aggies lose this one. We're going to be off on the air next week at Douglas. It's Douglas West Point next Friday. Aggies have the week off. We'll be back giving you Aggie football coming up a week from Thursday.
Yeah, and I think to be honest with you, Barry, after you've played Florence, after you've played Sparkman, I don't think there could be a more opportune time for there to be an open week to give you an opportunity to be able to heal some people up, but to be able to reflect what did we learn from those 3 games playing 3 very, very tough teams that now we can play, and once again, just like Coach said, not that they're easy teams by any stretch of the imagination, but teams that we would have a chance to maybe game plan and have a chance to stay in there with. In the way Sparkman's kind of dragging Grissom, maybe we have a shot against Grissom because we at least put some points on the board and fought against Sparkman. So I think there's some chances as we get into the second half of the season. Team's going to continue to grow, but we're still going to be young. But team's going to continue to grow, and we're going to do the things that we need to do. And once again, the Albertville faithful, when you see these guys walking around and cheerleaders and band and everybody, I mean, it takes a village to run this thing, and everybody's giving everything they've got.
Yep, that's going to be it for us. The high school football scoreboard comes up next. Final score again. Austin beats Albertville 56-13. So until next weekend, for Keith Ball, John Gladden, and Barry Galloway, have a good weekend, everybody.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
You walk in the door, it's a hometown atmosphere, just a great place to purchase a vehicle.
We're going to do what we say we're going to do.
I've been a customer for over 8 years and I love it.
The customer can relax and feel like that there's no pressure.
We've had a very good experience. I will come back here to buy whatever cars that we are going to buy in the future.
We don't try to steer you in a different direction.
For us, we don't need to go anywhere else.
We want everyone that walk in that feel like they're at home, that they're part of our family. Because at Sand Mountain Toyota, we are more than a dealership.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Pliers.
Pliers.
Phone. Care can be distracting.
Phone.
That's why our new Whirlpool Smart Range lets you care smarter with control from anywhere. So life doesn't revolve around your range.
Give me that Phillips screwdriver, would you, kiddo?
Every day, care. Whirlpool.
Your local source for Whirlpool products and service is Bonds Appliance in Gunnersville.
Everything that we do, we try to do the right thing, on our core values and in our statement of purpose. That's the way we live each day.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Natural gas appliances from your Marshall County Gas District gives your home the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. And you can get great rebates on brand new natural gas appliances. Gas furnace, a $1,000 rebate. Tankless water heaters, $300. Clothes dryer or gas lights, $200. Cooktop range, $100. Plus $50 back on lights, grill, logs, and wall heaters. Call your Marshall County Gas office for more details. With locations in Arab, Albertville, and Gunnersville. Or call toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Looking for a place that offers something for the whole family? Sand Mountain Park in Albertville is that place. Our membership packages are designed for the entire family. Our first-class facility features a top-of-the-line fitness center along with an indoor aquatic center, basketball and racquetball courts, child watch, group exercise classes, a state-of-the-art tennis center, an 18-hole disc golf course, and much more. SMPA is truly fit for the whole family. Become a member today. Visit sandmountainpark.com/memberships for more information.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.